did say that last time, but he was begging to go out. He had to go to the toilet. He's not going to the toilet in that kitty litter. The vet said he can sit in the garden with me. Baba! Little sparrow. Oh, shit. He's sitting there probably nibbling at eating that bloody... Baba! Got you another one. Oh, he's not going to come. I'm going to go down through the gate, see if he's there. He's so fucking clever, isn't he? Right. Can't see him. Right. He must be over to the left. Can't see him. Yeah, he's loving freedom. What's the time? He's not going out again now because he's just too naughty. Can't see over the fence. Oh shit, I need a ladder. Papa, you know the lollipop. Baba? There he is, he's back. The fucking little bastard's back. Wait a minute, guys, he's back. Wanting another fucking lollipop. Kind of think he's going to mug me off if I can do. He's there, look. Let me show you. There he is. Here, lollipop. Ooh. Oh, there he is. Shit. Oh, yeah, I think you mugged me off again. I don't think so. Hey. Hey, Baba. Hey, you know how many cuts I've got on my arms now because of these branches? Hey. Oh. Yeah. On that. Hey. Look at him, little sod. Got that? Lollipop? Sitting like a bloody butter wouldn't melt. Here you go. You have to come over this way. Hey. There's a spider on me. Oh my god. Oh, get off. Oh my god. Oh. Baba. Here. Baba. Woohoo. Shall I break it in half for you? He knows, he's not stupid. Bloody old Babalusha. You don't want it? Look at him. No. This way. You gotta jump this way. Come on then. Come on. No, not. Right, that's it. Sod off. Shit. Right, that's it. Maybe because I'm in his way. Shit. Damn it. Right, I'm done. Done with Bubba. Right, I'm done with you, Bubba. That's it. You do what you like. I'm going to sit down here. He'll come over when he feels like coming over. Bloody went over there again, didn't he? Oh, fuck's sake. I hear that other fucking cat. Bubba? Yeah, I hear that, I hear him crying. Bubba? Get the water gun. Damn it. I'm gonna just put water in this water gun. I think he'll just come back on his own. Put water in this. In case I see the other cat or a fox. Bloody hell, this is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. I'm just gonna sit here, he'll come back. It's the last time he fucking goes out, I tell you. You're not showing up on the live, I don't know why. Why is that? Is this not charging? It's charging. Just in case he comes out. He'll come back on his own, I think. He's probably sitting up on that gate. That's where he was sitting before. Mentions, I don't know. I'm not showing up in the search, I don't know why that is. No, they don't get the foxes. I think he'll come back when he feels like coming back. That cat, can you hear it? The cat's around. Where is that fucking cat? Can you hear it crying? Shit. He's always bullying my cat. Hear him. So I'm fucking gonna squirt the fucking shit. He's down that way. He's down that way somewhere. But he attacks my cat. Fuck's sake, I'm gonna sit out here all day. I've got the water pistol. Where's those biscuits? Babalusha! Here, Mum. You hungry? Shit, I need to give him his tablets at 1, 1:15. Where the fuck is he? I can't check on him because the fence is too high. I get a ladder. I'll get a ladder, 1 sec. Got a ladder. This one's my charger. Right, I need to put you here, guys. I'm just going to climb on this ladder. Ladder's broken. It's right. It's really wobbly. I'm going to get on this ladder, guys. Can't get on this ladder. Let me see if he's on that thingy again. Patricia, you hungry? Hey, Bucks. Good boy, here he is. He's here. Good boy. Yes, you know when you're hungry, he's here. Bastard. Yeah. He's here. He's jumped back over. Looking like butter wouldn't fuck him out. Come on. Hey, Bubba. No, that's your other lollipop. Leave that. I don't want to. No. You're not going over that other next door because that cat's there. Here, Bubba. Fucking little shit. Oi. He's going over to there with that cat. Oi. Bubba. Get here. Here. Vicky. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hold of him. Here. Hey. Here. There you go. Here. There he is. Yeah, good boy. Hey, you better fucking run. Good boy. He's there, look. Right in front of me. Oh shit, he knows he's in trouble. No, he's never in trouble. He's a good boy. Go on. Yeah, come Vicky. Hey, good boy. That's it. No, you fucking don't. Ah! No, that's very naughty to hiss at me. That's very naughty, Bubba. Okay, you sit there, then we can sit here. You're not going down there, though. You're not going down there. Where's this fucking lollipop? Here, Bubba. Whee! Come on, let's go inside. Come on. You want lolly? Oh, shit. You want lolly? Oh, shit. The fuck? I'm gonna get these bickies. If he's going down there, he's only going in the bush. I'm gonna get these bickies. If he's going down there, he's only going in the bush. I'm gonna get these bickies. If he's going down there, he's only going in the bush. Ooh. Hey, Bubs. Give him. This is food. Give him. Ooh. Is that cat fucking up here? Can you stay there, guys? You couldn't think so. I'll get him another lollipop. Right. We nearly got him in, guys. For fuck's sake. Lollipop. Shit. Right. Yeah. Fuck, he's gone. Baba. Oh, there you are. Your lollipop. Yeah, I'm on him. Let's go and have inside, eh? Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Come on in. Here he comes. There you go. Come on in. You can come in. Yeah. There you go. Come on in. Lollipop. Woo! Fuck's sake. Yeah. Oh. Look. He's scared of something. Papa! Come on, you coming in or not? I'll just put it on the ground. Here you go. Fuck's sake. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Is this cat in the house or something? Why won't he come in? It's not coming in. Right, I'm done with you now, Bobs. I'm actually done with you. Why won't you come in? That fucking other cat in here. Let me go try him on some soup. Sometimes that cat gets stuck in here. The other one, she's not in here. He's a smart boy. He's on the patio, so it's not too bad. That cat isn't in here. I'm going to try and tempt him with some soup. He loves his soup. Things that she's got here, bloody annoying. Right, leave them like that. Hey. Oh, he's fucking gone again. Oh, there you are. Soup. Don't, yeah, no, meow. Yeah, look. Come on then. Come on then. Woo! For some reason he's not coming in. Oh, I'm going to sit here. He's probably thinking there's a reason. Pick him up, he'll bite me because he's in a bit of a mood. He's hissing at me. So no. Baba. Shit. He's only sat on the patio. I'll show you. He's only sat there. Look. There he is. He's probably okay sitting there. You are a naughty boy. Naughty boy. He's in a really bad mood as well. If I pick him up, he'll hiss. She go in, Bubs. When are you going to go in? He's enjoying the sun. Enjoying the sun, ain't you, Bubs? We're going in though. Oh, fuck's sake. Ah, an ant. Oh. Jeez. But I'm going in, Bubba. You do what you want to do. I'm in. I'm going in. Yum, yum, yum. Shit. Where's the lollipop? Oh, the flies are fucking coming in. Hey, Bubba. Vicky, lollipop. I've got an idea. Hairbrush. He might stand up and then I can pick him up. Right, hairbrush. Hey, Bubba. Hey. Hello. You want a brush? Get the fucking flies now. Out. Hey, Bubba. That's gone. Has it gone? Get out. Out. Fuck's sake, flies in. Here, Bubba. Brush. Come on in. Bum. Oh shit, let me sit down, guys. He's just sitting on the patio. Thank you guys for the crowns. What's that? I'm going down because it might be that other cat jumping over the fence. Gotcha, Bubba. I gotcha. Come brush. Come brush. Oh. You want brush? Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Baba? Just leave it. It was a birdie. A birdie. I could pick him up now, but I don't know. You're not going down there. No. No, you're not. You're not going down there. No. You're not going down there. No, you're not. Yeah. No. You're not going that way either. Shit. I'm just going to sit here all day, for fuck's sake. Anyway, what else has been happening, guys? Apart from me trying to get the bloody cat in. Do you think if I pick him up, he'll bite? Oh, you've had a good hour out here, Bubba. I wonder if I just go into the lounge, you'll just come in. Because he always likes to be around me, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm just going to go in. Yeah. Because he likes, you end up coming in maybe. Oh, shit. But I'm taking this food away in case the other cat comes in. Yeah, just see you. Hello, cushion. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he'll come in when he's ready, innit? He'll come in, for fuck's sake. Yeah. He's coming, he's just literally coming. Hey, little best. Oh, gotcha. He's coming. Ha. You little bastard. You little bastard. Good boy. Oh my goodness me. Good boy. Sometimes you just have to leave him to do it, I suppose, innit? Good boy. You're going to get a treat. Wait a minute. You want a yogurt? You want a yogurt? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right. Oh, man. He'll come when he's ready, yeah. Oh, is it a good hour out there? Yeah. Now, what's going on? Ticky-tocky, guys? Shit. Alright, I'm just going to put this out there. Oh, dear. Let me just wash my hands. Right. Okay, what's going on? Let's have a look. Thank God.
And that's what I do. I just don't go into them.
I just want to say to just Ali, I think you should leave the app because it's affecting your mental health.
Who's that?
Just Ali.
If anybody wants to come up and have a go at my Alicia, it's Sunday, you can.
It's the day of the Lord.
Oh, God. Do you know, all of this, I'm a little bit wisened up what's going on now, but listening to the screen recordings, honestly, I just fucking... there's my Lily, she's in here and I see it, like, she goes in loads. When you see them on screen recordings...
Lily's everywhere.
She goes in loads of places. But I'm not going to take it out of anybody where they sit. Even everybody, like... Go to any page, into Pippi's, into wherever, it doesn't bother us.
Oh, you're blocked in here.
Everyone in mine has, like, people
you're blocked
from
here.
Every community come into mine, and I just say.
No, I'm not talking about Pearl, I'm talking about there.
You're not
them.
like just here. You're here. Just
don't twist it.
We do love our Lily around here. She never says.
Dan's blocked. Alex is blocked. Blocked from here.
What?
Luke sent me a. Luke, do you want me to green screen what you've just sent me?
He's back inside, yeah.
Exactly. Anybody should be allowed to fucking sit where they want.
I go where I want. That's why I went to Angie's when everyone still hated her.
Luke saying no.
No, okay. I just wanted.
Oh. Why haven't you sent it to me?
He probably has, or he will.
Just can't sit at number 10 anymore, exactly. But no, that's fucking pettiness for anybody to say, you sit in this live and you're not coming into here. Everybody's welcome in here till you fuck me off, and then that's a different thing. But don't be owned off nobody. Let me get this.
Yeah, if you've got creators that are having a go at you for being elsewhere, then just block them.
Yeah, block me.
We're literally adults, like no one can tell me what to do.
Block me is fine. But they're all blocked. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, because I don't want to be involved in toxicity. And that's what Dan's community is, toxicity. Same with AB and same with some other things. I block who I want to block. If you want to block me for that reason, block me. But all they do is troll. All they do is drain the life out of you. That's what they do. So why would I have them on here?
Not allowed in here ever no more. If she comes in here, mods, block immediately for what she had to say all about my darkest, so she can go and definitely take one.
Do you know what she did, Pearl? She was in a debate live in a box. I was in the comments. I weren't even really talking, and she goes to me, Alicia, suck your mum. And I was like, Claire, we've had this conversation before where you've spoken about my mother, you've spoken about the fact she's...
Oh, that's not fine because mum's not here, but it's just clear, isn't it?
I was so angry, and I don't really get triggered by stuff, but I was so...
I don't actually know why I laughed at that. I don't know why I laughed, sorry.
Did you hear what she said about me? She went, she's making out that she's thinking this girl's from the Irish travelling community.
You know, you just laugh at the most inappropriate moment.
She is my family. She's from the gypsy community. And Claire hasn't got a fucking clue, and then telling everybody I was profitising off it. I was making out this, I had all of these things up in my bio, not in a fucking lifetime.
All will be forgiven with Claire if she sends me a lion. In fact, if people want me to help them with their platform, that's okay. That'll be a uni. If you want, I'll sit in your box. I'll build your platform up. You probably get that money back anyway. It's a uni. Apart from obviously my friends. Apart from my friends, obviously, I'm not going to ask from their uni from
Yeah,
them.
it's just like that's it now. You're done out here, Daphne.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
No, she's definitely never in a lifetime again. She getting onto my platform.
Charge them.
She's called me
Not the people that supported me. Not the people that support me, like my mods and shit. I'm talking about just other people that just want a platform. Absolutely, it's a uni.
It's like, and me, no, she's done herself now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I give her chance after chance after chance, but she's probably just big style fucked it up there. To sit in cardboard cutouts and call me over that, and cardboard, really? So she's nothing to do with her, and this, that and the other, cardboard cutout, loving it. Fucking divvy Kent.
She went for you because you said that Linz was more famous.
The quite guys.
She is. People only know.
We did say we was going to have a party today. Well, listen, I don't know about party, but I said it's Sunday, so I got this morning. When I came off my live, that's why I went out to go to Morrison's. I got my sandwich, my lunch, and I got a wine. Woohoo! It's only one bowl, guys. Calm down, it's fine. I got vodka. Should I have the vodka or should I have the wine? I don't know. I'm not sure what to have, the vodka or the wine.
Yeah, at least I've got to the bottom of all of this. What was going on with that?
Wine is healthier. I'll have the wine.
Hey, that poker one sounds a proper.
Or should I have the vodka?
She'd gone for Scouse Slayer as well in a big way.
I know we need Coke. I don't think we need Coke.
Scouse Slayers in here.
I think my decision's already made for me because I don't have any Coke. So that means I have to go down the road to get some Coke. So, and I don't want to have to go all the way down the road to get any Coke. So, I was going to give him some a yogurt, wasn't I? Go get the Coke. Can't be asked. I've already been down the road once, although I do need to go down the road. I've already been to the shops today, Florian. I've literally that's why I ended my live earlier. Well, let me go and give him this and let me go see if I've got any Coke. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. Happy face wine, sad face Coke. Bear in mind I have to go and buy the Coke. What's that? Is that vodka then? Let's see if I've got any Coke. It's only a little bottle of vodka. It's a tiny bottle. Let me go and have a look if I've got any. Baba, you get a yogurt for being a good boy. I forgot to give it to you. Where's he gone? Baba? Shit, I just realised I've got my little Cam 2 thing on. He's not here. You can order Coke. Shit, oh wait a minute, I've ordered something just now. Can you add to your items? Oh yeah, can you add to your items? Wait a minute. Can you add to your items? You can, can't you? Let me add to them. Give me a sec, I think Papa's upstairs. Oh. Hey, Bubs. Where is he? Hey! Here you go. Bubba. These flies because the door's been open all day. I said you get some yogurt and if you want it, it's here. Fucking carpet needs cleaning. That's their own fault though. Do you remember that time when I got new carpet offered of the whole house? No. So, I didn't check if there was Coke. You said vodka. Let's go down, I forgot. When was I have to go to the effing shop? I don't want to go to the shop. Oh, I was going to add it to my thing, that was it. Shut up, Angie, shut up, I've got it here. Let me add to it. Wait a minute, how do I add to it? Right, open. Rate order. No, where was it? Where do I?
Is there proof or just hearsay?
Should I edit on this one? Should I edit on this one? This one, what I edit? Let me check, guys. One second. Should I edit on this one? What I edit? Let me check, guys. One second. It's not letting me to add the. I'm just gonna add the wine, guys, today. It's not letting me add it. But wouldn't you think vodka's worse than wine? Because it fries your bloody liver. Wine is better. I'll just have the wine. We're gonna go for the healthy option. Vodka's worse than wine. Smells like cat biscuits. Vodka is way worse, but I don't want to go down the road for the Coke. Can't be asked.
And anybody ringing the social on anybody, I don't fucking agree with that either.
Unless you have genuine legitimate concerns and you're not doing it for one-upmanship on the internet.
That's what I mean. I don't mean if it's really like meant to be. Of course you're going to protect.
I haven't got my mammogram results back yet. I think it's been like
Sheila and Angie on the phone. Let me tell you something. We've all blamed Angie for years. Let me tell you.
Sheila's a pain in the backside.
Sheila is the one that rules the roost there. 1 million.
Sheila don't have it. Luke just said, can we just clarify that there's no proof that FYP news page is Pokovich? It's just hearsay. He just wanted to clarify that. But yeah, I just mate, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, but if
with your
she's
life?
told...
Why don't you concentrate on paying your fucking gas bills, you bitch?
Yeah, but Luke, listen, if she's told people off the internet that it's her, why is she going to fucking tell people that for? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, why the fuck?
It's come out of her own mouth to treat it, unless those people are can't be trusted, who's repeated it to Luke, so he either trusts them or he doesn't.
Yeah, but even
We've
still,
joined
you
with the
don't
cult
wanna put
mods
that on your name
today.
if it's not fucking true.
I think so.
Look what someone's put, mods lives matter.
Depends on how
What was it that happened just recently with Jojo? What was it? Oh, it was to do with Blaster and that, weren't it? Even then, me personally, I think Jojo was the one in the wrong there. And you're sat there and you're supporting someone who you know was friends with a pred, and you're saying, no, they've done nothing wrong. You don't have proof of that. Getting a Claire's law on someone, first of all, you shouldn't be doing that on someone who's not your partner. And if you was part of the awareness community, you would know that, and you wouldn't be doing it. And second of all, they might have things that they've never been caught for. So
So they're going against Jojo Misfits or going...
anything wrong?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Wait a minute.
See, to me, I tell you who I think that time set it off. You know, the ex-partner of Jackie, if they truly wanted to do something, they would have went to the police with that and left it in the police's hands. But she went around and around and around till she found somebody.
She's been to the police. I had a message from her. She reactivated her account. I'm not going to say obviously who she is, but she sent me a message to say, like, I'm not lying. And I said, listen, I'm just a civilian on TikTok.
It's so bitter. The way.
I believe you, because I believe people who are saying they're victims, and there's a lot of stuff that's been said. So fuck Jackie, who's also
No,
a
I never said I didn't
misogynist.
believe
You can't
it.
stay. Can you not
That's what
see
I'm
us?
saying, the message
I zone
that
out
got, but
sometimes.
Jackie's a misogynist anyway, because they sat there saying all this crazy stuff about other women. You're not a fucking woman. Piss off.
Well, that Jackie used to rip me a new one. I didn't know who the fuck Jackie was, and people would say, this is doing that, and this is doing... And I'd go and have a little listen, and I think, what the fuck, I don't even know you. But they're obviously obsessed with me.
No, people just do that to build a page. They just pick on
We
someone
have
that's well
we have
known.
much jumpers
Have a go at
outside.
them.
Yeah.
It
get jump
gets
on.
views, it gets interest, it gets follows. That's standard, right?
He's obsessed with Donna too. Exactly. There's loads of people. Do you know the amount of times I get a live shared to us? So then I'll go on a backup account and have a little listen. And they're going in at me and I think, who the fuck are you, darling? I haven't got a clue who you are.
You're famous.
Piss off. For all the wrong reasons, maybe. But why people shout my name on here, I haven't got a clue. I really don't.
Just told you, man.
No, but I'm saying if I do something, I'll openly admit, yes, I've done it.
Because it gets views in
And
there. Gets
take
views in the
shit that comes
platform.
along with it. But when you don't know
No other
somebody
reason.
and you like mention
one cares about
all the
nothing on
time,
here.
Get a life.
What I mean, if I
You're in
first
the
came
chat,
on, I'd
just
be
come up
talking
for 2
about
minutes.
Pearl if I,
Yeah, to us.
because if I knew it would get the views in.
I'm not sitting
Yeah,
on the loo. I'm in a villa and it's got high ceilings and it's reverberating.
People around me hate
Clout
people they
chasing
don't
you, that's
know.
what it is.
It's weird. It is. Why the fuck would you waste all that energy on somebody that you don't fucking know?
Cockapoo, it's all right. Everybody poos.
I don't.
Yeah, I agree. It's like the hatred people have for online people. Like, I have people I don't like, but I wouldn't.
Yes,
Like,
you say
think
mediums,
about
Pearl.
that.
I do, Pamela, and I'll still stick to me thing. In my opinion, they fake as fuck.
Hate brings views,
monetising for
exactly.
people's trauma.
Yeah. So I'll still stick by that. I'm not taking that back.
I'll give them all my
Great day
money.
to my cult mods get it today.
I'll give them all my money.
Do you?
Cockapoo's on holiday with Luke. Oh my God! The truth has come out. They're together. Someone make an AI.
That's another one, that Griggy. She was in Alex's comments telling everybody that I was going on holiday with Luke to Turkey and that we were getting work done, and I'd been on holiday with him to Vegas. And the comments were lapping it up like it was true.
That's not true. Some are. Get in the box, me babbies. Are you trying to say some of these mediums can really talk to the unalived? Get a fucking life. In my opinion, they all fake as fuck. I do know for a certain reason, if my poor mother, God rest her, was going to speak to anybody, she's not going to let me pay some cunt to tell us a load of lies. She's going to punch her as my own self.
Oh my
Now,
God,
piss
same
off.
ho.
fuck's sake,
Samantha,
man.
don't go to the mediums. Come to me, sweetheart. Oh my God, I'm going to a medium.
Honestly, absolute.
Can I just say, Pearl, the truth now?
Yeah, and can I just also say, someone sent me Briggy's address last night. I don't know why, but yes, keep going and I'll dox it everywhere, love. Yeah, I think you're sitting hiding behind a green screen. No, you cannot hide on social media because there'll always be someone out there that knows you.
Removed from my kneecaps.
Can I just say something as well? I am going to run a live on Angela because she has been speaking on EQ's children. And that's bang out of order.
Yes, she's even tried to
She said she was going to bury one of them.
Yes. So, if people's wanting in, put in the comments if you're disagreeing with us about mediums. I don't mind having the shit.
I don't mind having Cockapoo and Alicia. I am a psychic medium, Pearl. However,
I don't believe in it.
Let me land. I still respect your opinion because everybody's different. Not everyone's going to believe in it. Not everybody's going to, some people do. However, I don't believe in payment. That's the one thing I do. So when I go live and I give readings, I don't actually charge anybody because it's a gift.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give that gift away. But everyone's different.
I'm a fucking medium as well.
I respect your opinion on that.
I'm not fucking charged.
That's good, and thank you for respecting it, because my opinion is when anybody does anything like that, I think it's from him down below.
I'm going to charge if anybody wants a reading, get in the box, but you're going to have to pay for a reading. Because this gift is not for free.
My dear old granny, right? Or my mother, if any of them wanted to get a message back to me, they would come directly to me and not through somebody else.
No, 100% agree. I'm also a Christian, but I believe that my gift's been given by God. So I don't deal with nothing downstairs. I can't deal with none of that. So, these ghost hunting, when they do these ghost hunting stuff, I can't. Yeah, that's not for me. Keep that stuff over there.
See, again, can I just disagree with you on that one there? And there's no way, because I love you, man. Right? But, when you're saying it's a gift from God, I still think if God's given them powers out, God would let that, if he desperately needed to contact you over something or warn you about something, God would let that person come to you their own selves, not go through somebody else.
The only difference is his language has changed. Back in the day, I would have been called a prophet. That's the only difference. His language has changed because a lot of people in the Bible saw stuff.
Or you would have been called a witch and burned at the stake.
Yeah. Or I could actually, to be fair, I probably was called a witch and was burned at the stake. I ain't gonna lie, love, yeah?
We are the granddaughters of the witches you couldn't burn.
We all need a coven. I'm joking, Pearly Pops, but no, you're right.
And listen, and each to their own. Each to their own. And if that brings them comfort and whatever, but to me, it's a heap of shit, and I'll always stand by that, honestly.
Yeah, that is absolutely your opinion. And
I don't mean to offend anybody.
Have you offended me?
No, but I'm saying that if I have offended people over that, that is my belief. I'll never change it, and I just think it's a heap of bull s.
No, I hear that. But when I do it myself, I find it bizarre because I don't understand how and why I can have this gift. And when I get feedback, I don't feed nobody. I just tune in, I read what I need to read. If you resonate with it, you do. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how it comes across. I don't. Sometimes when I was younger, it used to freak me out. I've had it all my life. It used to freak me out until I understood what it meant. I asked God, because like I said, I'm a devout Christian, and I asked, what is this for? And he basically said, for me, it was to give a gift to heal for back. And I don't always think in the spirit, I just help. So if you've got something going on or you feel like you're worried about something, I just help. It's like I'm a counsellor without the credentials. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, can we do a Ouija board?
Can you? Fuck no.
I'll do one.
Downstairs, definitely not.
I'm not scared of him downstairs.
We are. We were going to comment.
I will do one if someone buys me one. Absolutely, I'll do one.
Honestly, I think that is so unlucky, that man.
Ouija board, Jandia.
And bad things come from that. Bad things come from messing with it.
Well, it can be worse, sweetheart.
It can, Alicia. Don't say that. Of course it can.
No, bad things do come from Ouija boards. I do agree with you on that, Pearl. I don't mess around.
Who wants to do a Ouija board with me?
Me!
No, not on here, you won't be.
I'll go and tell her I'll do it.
I can't
Everyone go and tell her I'll do
I tried
it.
for myself. God, Bennett, if I could have done that, I'd be rich, mate. I'll give you the number 3 and a 6. How about that?
I cover you with the blood of Jesus, Alicia.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I said. I sound like my mum. My mum came to my house the other day and saw my oracle card. She was like, I rebuke you and I cover you in the name of Jesus. Because she's like she's a proper far-right Christian. She goes way left, yeah? She even did a song for me and everything. She's hilarious. But I love my mum to bits. So.
I'll do the Ouija.
Vicky
And I respect her.
said Angie wants to do it with you.
Oh, there you go, Angie. We'll do it.
What? Have a
Really?
No, me and Angie are going to do a Ouija board together.
Oh, you don't stay over there. Me and Pearl will rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Imagine in the afterlife, my
Slowly water
mum's-
over you.
Imagine in the afterlife, my mum is best friends with Angie's dad. That's what we're going to find out.
Yeah, just
Alicia, you need holy water and sage.
Yes, I'm
I
saying
have some
holy water.
water in my fridge.
And a medal from Lourdes.
Don't load of shit, the Ouija board, I'll do
He's
it.
saying in here.
Although there was a time I told you that
people
it freaked me
saying,
out,
so
but
isn't there people from the
it's probably in my
community that
head,
goes
I
around
don't
doing
know.
that? And no, I'm not saying that you
Probably
don't.
was in my head.
Somebody doesn't contact you, but for me, it's not from God. It's from him down below. Sorry.
How
that's
you
what
told
it is.
me?
I know, I get that and respect it because my mum says the same thing, so I completely understand where you're coming from.
Talia told me that mediums, it's not your loved one coming through, it's demons.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. That's what I believe.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what people say, but when you've been doing like I said, I've had it all my life, and I've been working professionally 20 years, I know I'm confident in what I'm covenanting, if that makes sense, because of where my beliefs are. I don't believe in anything dark, I don't do Ouija balls, I don't do ghost hunting. It's all with love and light. It's all about positivity and making things a lot better, so it's completely different to what I would say some charlatans on this app, because there is some. Believe it or not, there was one psychic medium, especially within our little community. We did an exposure, and they were telling people that they were gonna unalive, and there was this illness, and you're not allowed to say nothing like that. It's all meant to be positive and light. And I was like, yeah, we need to let people know that these are wrong, and they're taking your money and duping you. That's what I don't like. If you're gonna have a gift, gift back for the grace of giving back, because that's pure. You keep taking money, I get you got to earn a living, that's fine. Do other things, sell stuff like I do, sell like candles or incense sticks or whatever
If
else.
anybody
You don't have to.
wants to listen to Hazel on any of that, give Hazel a follow. Hey, I don't even follow you on this account, Babby.
No, you follow me on your other one.
Oh, is it the other one? I thought I did somewhere. So follow Hazel up on this account if you want to go and speak to Hazel, but not on this page. You're not doing it, you thickers.
No, not over it. I would never do that. That's a disrespect. I would never do that.
So just follow Hazel, and then you'll have to DM and she'll sort something out when she goes live, and you can get in the boxes. But for me, no.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I only go to James Bucknell, sorry.
Oh my God. I'm a Christian. Can I speak on this? No, listen.
Yeah, of course. Opinions is opinions, isn't it? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
You can go into Hazel's and speak.
I'm
on
a Buddhist.
But for me, I'm sorry, I just think it's exactly what they just said, from him down below, and I don't like it.
You know, I completely respect that. I completely
know,
respect
God.
that.
And I respect you, how you say, piss off, psychic Sally. And I think, listen, each their own, and like I said, if it brings comfort, it's not me to tell anybody no.
Do you remember Derek Agora? He used to go and be like he's been possessed by the ghost.
They found him out as well, didn't they? As being
Hey, do you know what?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Right, can I tell you this? Right. You know, if anybody's pretending that's happening to them, go and dip the pockets and see how quick they come out of the possession.
Do you know once, Poe, I was sat minding my business in my car and a lady got in and she was a gypsy lady. She was like an Irish traveller, and she was like telling me that I was going to... She just got in my car and started telling me I was going to have twin girls and all this other shit, and then asked me for 20 quid. I was like, get the fuck out of my car.
Exactly.
And I didn't have twin girls, I had one, and she's like a flipping 25 girls.
I meet him.
No one should ever come up to you and just read you for the sake of reading it. That's rude as well. They should never do that. What do you want? Okay, Chris, hold on.
So if anybody wants to know anything or a little talk, it's you have to follow Hazel up and go onto her page when she's live.
Absolutely not.
About
Sean. I'm an old
intelligent
lady.
girl, do you agree with that? So again, I believe we all get sent something, but I do not believe it's from our blessed Lord God above. I think it's him downstairs playing tricks with you. That's my belief. Honestly, that is my belief.
I'm really understanding, aren't I?
You know me, as a thing, certain things.
Wait a minute, guys. Hello. So tell me your opinions on the Ouija board.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. I mean, I think a lot of people see it as a kind of fun, spooky party game, but a lot of others take it really seriously, and some see it as a spiritual tool or even a bit dangerous. So I guess it kind of depends on your perspective and what you believe.
So what is it about? Is it just, people's energy that kind of, when people say that it moves when they put their finger on it, is that just the energy that you get from people?
Yeah, that's one of the most common explanations. There's something called the ideomotor effect, where your subconscious movements guide your hand, even if you don't realize it. So even though people might feel like the planchette is moving on its own, it's often just really tiny unconscious pushes from the participants. But of course, some people still feel it is something more mysterious. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why it has this sort of enduring mystique. People have these really personal reactions to it. Even if there's a scientific explanation, the feeling...
Well, I'm going to do the Ouija board.
I totally get the curiosity, and I know a lot of people find it really intriguing. Just make sure you feel safe, keep it light, and if you ever feel uncomfortable, just stop.
I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Just take it at your own pace, and, if you feel weird at any point...
it's just a pile of shit, guys. It's a pile of shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of people
Oh my God. It's a demon playing a trick, trust me.
I think it just messes with your mental health.
Everybody's entitled to their beliefs
Messes
too.
with your head.
What does a fair few flannels around mean?
What do you mean?
Don't even pick their comments out, they're dead.
I don't know what it means.
But I respect everybody's opinions and beliefs and stuff. I just think if we could all just respect each other's opinions and beliefs, I think we'd all get on.
Misogynist, Hazel.
Well, I just think we'd all get on if we just, just respected everything. Come on.
I don't respect misogyny.
Well, that.
Look what Patrick said there. I've seen ghosts. Me too, and I felt things. And the last time, well, it isn't now. It's when my mum died 17 years ago, and I went the day after a funeral, laid myself down, and I felt somebody rub on my leg, and I turned around because I thought it was somebody else, and there wasn't a soul there. It never happened once, it happened twice, and that was the way my mum used to come. She'd always rub your leg and call you my lamb. That was my mum. And anyways, it happened to me on that day, and I still think it was that dirty bastard down below playing tricks with me, so I still don't believe it was my mum. Hey, my Scout.
I haven't had anything. I want something immediately right now.
Hello, you alright?
I am me, baby. How are you?
Not too bad, to be honest. Not too bad.
So, what's your opinion on this poker biatch then? Did she really do all them things to you?
Yeah. Hey, Jojo Misfit, Mickey, they all, after what happened in January last year when I said...
All right. Do you want...
Of course. Take all the...
You what? Sorry.
Before you start, I want to jump down. Thank you, Carl, for having me up. Alicia, I'll see you later.
Anytime, my Hazel. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what did they do to you then, my Scout Slayer?
So basically, we fell out in September 2024 over, I can't even remember what it was over now.
You might DD.
And then from there, every little thing that I've been saying and doing and stuff, they've been jumping on. And then when I said what I said in January last year, they decided to call social services on me and said that I was selling Smex toys, that I was exploiting my children to sexual things, Also, Jojo, one of our moderators at the time, has involvement with a hunting team. So she passed the information on to that person to contact the founder of the hunting team to contact my
Guys, we're number 10. Can we get further up, please? Thank you. Get the heart mason!
Videos there.
So have you ever confronted her over this or anything?
I've tried to, but she completely ignores me. I've given her plenty of opportunities to come and speak to me. Or she'll sit there and she'll say, oh no, I'll just talk about this, that, like what you've said. I'll
Get
just
the heart
do
mason,
this.
guys.
Jojo's even offered to do a lie detector test, which I'm still waiting for. And Poker has, I don't know, I've not seen much about it, but Poker's had a lot of involvement as well, even though she has come forward and said, yeah, I did say this. There is voice notes of Poker saying she wants to find the school as well.
Who the hell's Poker?
But the thing that I struggled with was when I first found out about all this in February this year, the person who brought it forward first only sent me things that were making Poker
face, I don't know who that is.
and not the whole picture. So then Poker decided she's going to send me the rest of it, and then after all that I blocked them all and outed it all on a live stream.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Dirty fuckers.
I know, it's horrible. And this is the thing, this morning I've seen Mixter talking about my children and my husband and stuff like that, and he's
he's a good one to talk about anybody, isn't he?
Yeah, it's I don't understand it. I don't understand why people think that it's okay to bring people's children into it when it's got nothing to do with the app at all. There's a reason why I don't speak about my family and my personal life, because it's private and it doesn't come on the app.
And you shouldn't be forced to anyways.
Exactly.
What the fuck's it got to do with anybody?
It's disgusting.
But I don't like that when people will contact social services just for being fucking malicious and spiteful.
Exactly.
No, I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah.
And as far as what anybody's said on this app, listen, me more than others, I have said all fucking kinds on here, and so what? If you don't like me, don't watch me. But it doesn't give anybody the right to go to them lengths and do them sort of things.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Even the school obviously had to do their safeguarding and stuff, because obviously they got contacted by social services who they had to investigate because of the stuff that they were being told. And my children had to get pulled out of class by the safeguarding officer to be spoken about. That really affected them, because they were only, how old were they at the time? They were only, let me think, only 9 and 7.
It's fucking sick again, getting in contact with people's kids and whatever. And
the thing is, though, Jojo has been doing it again recently, saying, "Oh, go have at it, contact somebody's children's school." It's that. This is the thing, right? I understand that she wants to make awareness about alphabet, right? I get it, but there's a certain line, in my opinion, that you should not cross. Telling people to go and look for children's schools, bringing councils up to get them kicked out and make them homeless. At the end of the day, whether you like alphabet or not, they're 22 years old and nobody deserves to be homeless.
Exactly.
You know the thing with Alphabet, Alphabet's done questionable things, fucked up things, but see how people obsess over that person is mad. And there was a whole thing where people were using their own underage child, to try and set Alphabet up. That's fucked up. And I just, obsessing over this person is mental to me.
Yeah,
that's especially from when they were a kid themselves.
My orders.
I don't know. I just think people need to get a grip and get a life. I'm sorry that
just how you just said there. Everybody knows I don't watch the infested one, and I tell you for why, because they don't interest me. I don't watch it. Basically, why the fuck am I going to take the time out of my precious day to obsess over somebody that not in a lifetime am I ever going to meet? And do I give a fuck about her or her life? Certainly not.
The thing is, it's not just that. It's the damage that they're causing to different communities as well. I'll be very careful with what I say here, because I don't want to come across in a certain way, because I'm not. I've got someone who's very close to me who's part of the trans community, and the misinformation and the dangerous advice that Alphabet gives out, it can lead to another young person or another person who wants to transition doing something dangerous, and then they're in a lot of world of trouble, and it's just mental. It's mental. Like, I'm not saying that they should stop awareness on Alphabet completely. What I'm saying is there's a line and they shouldn't cross that line.
No, it's obsessive. It's absolutely obsessive, and people get like that on here with people, and I just find it really bizarre. Like, go through the right channels, like, yeah, say, okay, this happened.
Oh yeah, Baba's Mid, thank you.
Unfollow this person, but obsessing over it, it's not healthy.
No, it's not. It's not.
And to go into the lengths that they went to with you in regards to your children is just absolutely abhorrent. Like, unless you have genuine, real concerns, what are you doing? And there's no justification, because I know they'll probably come on and be like, no, I'm this, and I like the way they speak. Fuck off. There's no justification for doing this to innocent kids.
Leslie, if you don't mind, well, like, what did when the social services people come out and got in contact with you, like, was there any follow-up to them? Did they go back to these people who'd reported you and done anything with it? They didn't?
I only had one phone call, and then it was ended there. The thing that went on was the school continued supporting myself. Because
he's not eating it because he's asleep. So I'm just going to let it, if he eats it at 5 o'clock, then I'll just keep doing it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, give it to him then. Just have to change the times. I'm not waking him up, I put it down in the hallway for him.
No, they won't
and to me, that makes them fucking scummy. I'm to say it like it is, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, it makes Jojo and what you call the other person, the poker beer, makes them fucking.
But you know the thing is, Poe, if these people were what they said they are, where they care about DV and child abuse and things, then they would know how overstretched the services are and how people are being failed because it's so overstretched. So then you've added to that problem by what you've done out of pure evilness. On people on the internet. So don't sit and talk about people. Have a look in the fucking mirror and look at what you're doing and sort yourselves out, you wrong'uns.
Yes, exactly. It's disgusting. And anybody who knows me off the app, who speaks to me off the app, knows that how much of a good mum I am, how well looked after my children are. You know, I've had conversations on the phone with my friends, and they can hear the kids. My eldest, right, he's an absolute terror. The banter that I have with him, he winds me up, and we have banter with each other, and they're both amazing kids, and they wouldn't be like that if they weren't being brought up correctly, if that was... Do you know what I mean?
Listen, they've been out, they've had the phone call, the schools would be the first one on it if they thought there was anything wrong. So let them go and take a flying F, go away, and I wouldn't even give them the second thought.
No.
It says more about them, my Scout Slayer, than it does about you.
Exactly. It's just, I don't understand it. You know, in another, like, say, like, I was like, this conversation was happening last year.
Yeah.
I would be in tears right now, but since all this has happened, I've, like, because so many people have gone on using my kids, bringing up what I said, saying I mocked this, saying I've done that, I'm like, well, it's not hurting me anymore because I know different.
Well, even at the time I said that wasn't nice to say that. But, listen, everybody says things, everybody fucks up and does things, and after that, you apologised, you come on, let people come in and have the say, which I thought I did respect that. That's how it should be. Not just come on a fucking turn your comments off or sit on a sub-live. That's not dealing with the situation. When I fuck up, which is quite a lot, I let people come in and tell me all about myself.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm not going to sit here and say, well, everybody should like me, you know, everyone should think this, because that's not how people should be. That's not how the world is. Like, people are going to have a different opinion. Not everyone's going to like it, and you know that's the way the world is, and that's the only thing I can say about it, really, because I make a point of, like, unless people are being hateful, like really hateful, I allow everyone in my live streams, because I feel like it's only right and fair that people get to have their opinions.
The best apology is changed behaviour. Do you know something? It doesn't work out like that, though, because it doesn't matter how much you change over something, people constantly just brings your past up. So to me, that's just a heap of shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Yeah, and I don't do witch hunts. Like, I say what I say and then like move on from it. I don't agree with witch hunts and things. It's not what I'm going for. But like there's just people are selective, people are weird, and I just urge anyone who feels like their mental health is in the pits because of this app, just come off of it for a bit. You don't have to come off forever, but just come off for a bit, block these people and just pay no mind to it. Even if like people talk about my children, my mother, this, that, or the other, I don't give a fuck because it's not going to make any difference to my life. Like my kids are good. My mum loved me. I loved my mum. Like, what is you chatting shit to me? What's that going to change? Absolutely nothing.
Exactly, but this is what I don't get. You know when people come on here and say, "Oh my God, this person's bullying us is affecting my mental health." Get off the fucking app. Nobody are forcing you to press that button. That button. That button on TikTok. That button on TikTok.
Sorry, guys, I was just watching something.
That is okay. Because I knew that I needed to come off for my own sake, and I knew I needed to make sure that my head was back in the right headspace to be able to come on a live stream. It's not just that. You know, every single day I regret that day when I said regret it.
Yes, I know, but that's like me. I regret of saying it to the person I said it to because it was something I'd done and used all of my life, which I don't regret it because now it's me babies and my children, like my grandbabies I'm talking about, and my children know it's not okay. It's not like years and years ago when they were growing up and that word that I said, it wasn't okay, but I'm glad it fell on my shoulders and not theirs. So it was a lesson learned, but it wasn't just for me, it was a lesson learned for all of my family. And look at the amount of people like that'll still say that on here and not think it was a bad word. Yeah. Because I know it wasn't just me that said that. There's all kinds get said, but listen, I was pleased it happened the way it did because it was a wider lesson for everybody else.
Yeah, and you took accountability as well. So like people can't keep on beating you over the head with it.
Well, they will, and that's a fact, and they always will, and that's fine too. I ain't got nothing to feel bad about, right? Like I said, I just used the word I'd used all the time, used it to the wrong person. So I offended that person, and because they always say, well, why did you go to court and plead guilty? Because I went to fucking court and pled guilty because I offended that person. Okay. But in my opinion, that person wasn't one bit offended. It was because they absolutely hated me. They went as far as they did, and that's my opinion on that.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I'm saying? But they could argue the point and say no, but then I can argue my point and say yes, we're never going to agree. We don't like each other. It's not for no colours of skin. It's not for no the backgrounds that either of us from. We just don't like each other. My opinion is she's a Kent. Her opinion on me is I'm a Kent. We ain't never going to like each other. Fact.
Exactly. I agree there, Bill. I'm going to jump down now. Thank you for
oh, well, listen, I hope you're okay. And again, do not let nobody on this app, like, make you feel that way. Go and do something about it and just don't give a fuck about them. You're never going to meet them in real life. They're keyboard warriors, and what are they going to do? Sweet fuck all.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Lots of love, lovely.
You too, my scout slayer. Bye.
Bye, darling.
Thank you for giving us but hey, no, you're welcome, me baby. Anytime you can come up and say whatever. Because, again, people shouldn't be putting you through them things and making you feel like as bad as that on here, because that's wrong. Whichever way you look at it, that is wrong. And you always have to protect your own mental health. Don't ever tell anybody you don't want anything to know. Don't ever out your trauma, because basically nobody gives a fuck, and they'll use it at you, against you when they need to. Hey, my Angie.
Hello, Bill. You okay?
Hiya. How you, me?
What have I missed? I'm great, thank you.
Well, it's about screen recorders, and it's about putting people's children up when they haven't, like, it was done by mistake. I don't know if you know him, Side-Eye, F page. He was shown some photos, and by accident his filter slipped, and somebody took a photo of his child.
Oh my God.
They've put it up, it's gone to lots of different places, and somebody bad has got this photo, and it's just causing a load of shit, and rightly so. Because if it was anything to do with us, it was in the possession of bad people that you don't want it to be, you'd kick off the same, do you know what I'm saying? But I've only finally understood what's going on today, because I couldn't get rid of none of the screen recordings. Apart from that, Bobby, everything's hunky-dory. What you been up to?
Oh, well, I've literally just gone back to work last week, so I'm just trying to get back into my routine. You know, like when you have a week off and you got the luxury of getting up late.
Yeah.
And you go back and you just feel a bit drained. So I've been a bit drained over the weekend. But I basically had ran a live on Scout Slayer before.
Yeah.
And like, Pearl, you know what it's like, right? Because you've been through this yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
There's something controversial on the app, and it's on the app. People have the right to talk about it, right?
1,000,000%, and that's why I say don't ever out your traumas. Don't do anything on the app that you don't want out there. 1,000,000%. It's happened to me time and time again.
And the reason why I've always had respect for you, Pearl, is because even when you do something wrong, you don't shy away and hide. Like, you came over to our platforms, or you'll go over to someone's platform, or you'll allow somebody up to your platform, and you'll have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? But obviously other people are not that way inclined. So if you're a host that's unbiased, right, and you don't let other people have their say, then if I push live and 50 to 100 people come in who I don't know, who write and want to have a say on you, it's not on me, or it's not me harbouring bullies. It's giving people an opportunity to express, because you won't have the conversation with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Listen, if I fuck up, and I'm sure I will fuck up lots of times in the future, if I do, and I offend people, and they want to come up and tell me all about myself, rightly so. I don't know how people are feeling if I don't hear them out. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and they've got the right to voice the opinion to you.
Like, if she's in here, I'd like her to rise up, because she says she's in a good mental health space. Like, it'd be nice to have a conversation.
Who's Scout Slayer?
Yeah, Scout Slayer.
Want to come up, Bobby?
Can you apologise to Scout? Hello, boss, long time. Well, I've got nothing to apologise for, but if she feels that there was certain things that hurt her feelings or whatever, I don't mind apologising for that, but she needs to vocalise it.
Do you want to come up, my Scout Slayer? Maybe that's trying it out. Have a little talk.
The last time I did see her, she had like an account and it was really big, and she lost loads of weight. And I said to her, you know what? Fair play, Scout Slayer. Like, you look like you're in a good place. And I'm sure she says, oh, thank you, Angie. And then that's it. I get
Exactly. But she can if she wants, and I don't know if she's still in here. But
you're still in here, Scout Slayer?
It'd be nice for you to just have
the
that
comments,
chat.
obviously her friends or whoever it is atting me, talking about Jojo and all these people. I'm thinking, bloody hell, does she still have disdain towards that? Because that was a long time ago.
I don't know. She is. It's up to you. Do you want to come up and have a chat with him or not?
Oh, lied about me, Mum. Oh, who's that person there? If that person wants to join. Julia?
Hello, you alright?
Hi, Bobby.
Hello, Scout, you alright?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. Was you listening in?
No, I just popped out and then came back in.
Oh my gosh, okay. I was just basically explaining to Pearl that when I done Surviving Scout Slayer, you wasn't really happy and you called it a bully live.
I did.
I was explaining that because the way how I don't know how you run your platform now, or if you even do lives like that anymore, but beforehand, you didn't really allow people to have their say. It was quite biased. Your mods used to block people. So by the time I had ran the live on you, you had a lot of disgruntled people in there that I didn't even know. And the reason why they was disgruntled was because of the way how you was running your platform. So if you had loads of people coming from your past and speaking out, and obviously some of you might, that was kind of the reason why I did run the live for your mods, but other people are coming up and saying stuff. You can't then say that it's a buddy live if you're willing to say something. You've got to like have the conversation with them as well as a host.
Yeah, I get ya.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I get ya.
So I just...
At the time as well, I wasn't really in a very good place mentally, so it was sort of like I was seeing everyone talking about me and I was just, getting my back up and, what's the word? I can't even think of the word. My brain's not working properly yet. But,
yeah, you just like I done at the time, you dug your heels in and whatever. Mm-hmm. That's how I did, and I've done the wrong thing, and then... Later on, I know it was later on, I did apologise for it. But what I'm trying to say is, on here, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do, they still constantly go back at you, bring your past up. And listen, everybody's fucked up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, well, most of the live streams out.
Nobody's perfect.
Well,
exactly.
Well, you know what? Obviously, but I did say to you, like, I did try to come onto your platform to, like, have the conversation to say to you, like, look, I was saying, look, come up and rise up. I'll drop everybody. You can have a one-to-one conversation with other people. I would have facilitated a conversation where you wouldn't have felt attacked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want you to know, like, my intention wasn't to beat down your mental health or to have loads of people attacking you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I understand. I get you.
And we all live and learn, and we all grow from things. I've gone through my fair share of stuff on here and had time to sit down and reflect and see where I've gone wrong, and I feel like I'm a better person for it. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes taking that step back and seeing things for what it is can kind of like bring a lot of clarity to a lot of things.
Well, I think though, Angie Stousley has moved on from that. She has apologised. She did let people in after that. And she knows it was wrong, and she's not ever sitting up here defending herself.
Nope.
She's admitting it was wrong, and she said she's never done it since. She's moved on, and that's what like fucks me off with this app. Is it doesn't matter how much you try to move on, you try to be that better person, you shut down at every given chance, and sometimes it makes you be a bigger Kent than people think you already are.
Yeah.
I can't apologise for how other people felt towards her. But I will apologise to her if the lives made her feel shit. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, regardless, we are humans and we are people behind these phones.
Yeah.
It was never. That's what I'm saying. My intention. Any time I've done that, there's some woman in here saying that I got something to do with Julie, or I don't know. If you want to rise up, Julia, and talk about that, about your daughters or whatever, because I can't even remember that. Do you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, if anybody wants a box, put in the comments, please. The mods will flick you up. But this is nice that you two can talk like this. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't really hold any grudges towards anybody. I don't hate anybody on the app.
Yeah,
it's just. Do you know what I mean? It's just the app at the end of the day.
Top girl.
Oh my God!
Do you know what, Angie? An apology, it sort of has to go like this. It has to be, I'm sorry you felt like that. Not, I'm sorry if I made you, because she told you it did make her feel a type of way.
Yeah, but
and I think that's what you mean.
Okay. No, not really, because my intention wasn't ever to run a live to make her feel that way. It was to hold her accountable
that might not
for her actions.
That might not be the intention, but she told you that's how she felt.
Yeah, but if she came over as an adult and obviously fronted what she'd done wrong, she wouldn't have felt that way where it had loads of people piling on. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when you bury your head in the sand, things get worse. So I'm not going to apologise to
That's your assumption. That's an assumption. It made her feel that way. So
nobody's perfect on here, but only you as a host will know your intention. So I'm saying my intention wasn't for the live to come across as a bully live, but if she felt that it was that way, then I apologise. You can't police me on how I'm going to apologise and how I'm going to do what, because majority of you on here do not take accountability for your actions. I'm willing to.
I'm not policing anyone, and I'm just saying that.
I'm saying bloody hell.
Is you know, you told me you felt that way.
I forgot you were here, guys. I've zoned completely out. Sorry.
I'm giving you my opinion on it. That's all.
Sorry, I do apologise, guys. I've zoned completely out. I don't know what's at the door.
Someone is at the front door.
One sec, guys.
Your actions, and you blame it on alcohol. Oh, I was drunk. Oh, I don't remember.
I don't know about your opinions. I don't watch your live stuff.
Plenty of times.
I've got no
Plenty of
interest.
times.
All I can say is,
done something controversial, and
all I can say is, I don't actually care about your opinions.
why are you being rude? Why are you being rude? If you don't care about my opinion, then why are you coming here questioning and telling me what I can and cannot say?
I'm not telling
Right,
you
because like I said
what
before,
I'm giving
when
you
I've
my
seen you do
opinion.
wrong on the app or say something controversial on the app, you blame it on alcohol. You don't hold accountability.
I've never blamed it on alcohol.
Plenty of times, cockapoo, and on that note, I've got nothing else to say to you because you're not even willing to be real and say that you've said that.
I've never blamed it on
I need a PIN number. Fuck's sake. Give me a sec, guys. PIN.
I will tell you, I have never blamed it on alcohol.
Plenty of times. We're gonna have to disagree on that one.
Can I just put in? I don't really want to put in 2 minutes with Babby. I'll let you have your say. What? I think it's everybody else says, oh, when she's pissed, the true, real thing comes out. She isn't. She's like that in real life. And she'll always have a say. But, and I'm not sticking up for nobody here, I have personally never heard Cockapoo say, well, I only said all of that because I was drunk. Because she will say, yes, I said it, and so fucking what? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I don't know. If you have said something different, I don't know, but I have never
Why
ever...
don't you do a poll? Because I see a lot of people in the comments that majority of these...
Bloody hell, guys.
Cockapoo, and if we have...
Oh. Shit.
Blame it on the drink. Happy face, yes. Sad face, no. Because people will come out and say, well, you said this and you said that.
What's it? I'm going to use my other phone. One sec.
Does somebody want to come up and give an example? You can please feel free and have the box.
Oh, Pearl, even like one person, even if like 1 or 10 people, I know for a flying fact that I have heard this woman come on the app after she's said something controversial and she's been on the tipple, and then she says, oh, I don't remember, I must have been drunk. Now for me, when I was in there thinking, right, 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 you. I was in there thinking, right, you.
That's what she's saying there.
But do you think that's a good excuse, though?
I've done that. No, it's not an excuse, but I genuinely sometimes can't remember. And I'll say this, when I had my cocktail night, for as drunk as a Kent as I was, I could remember everything because it was different drinks I was mixing. Let me go on vodka, and there's things that's been said on this app now that to this day I cannot remember. So I understand where she's coming from, that saying... if like she can't remember, so yes, I would hold my hands up to that. I've been as well. No, it's you want to get out to close my Angie. It happens.
The thing is, look, right, I don't have no issue with Cockapoo. I don't know why she come up here and tried to police me, right? If I think on self-reflection that maybe if that person, regardless of what the content was or what the awareness was about, if I, on self-reflection, think, you know what, I can see it now, how she feels, because maybe I've had people pile up on me, but at the same time, if you can hold accountability and say, look, I'm in the wrong for what I'm doing, then I think that you can move forward. Now, if I'm saying I've personally heard or watched something on the off chance where she's done something wrong, and then when people are holding her accountable, she's saying, well, I can't apologise or something.
No,
I can't remember.
Have you heard her, my Angie, have you heard it come out of Cockapoo's mouth and to turn around and say, listen, I said that because I'm drunk? I have never heard her say that.
I've heard her say it a few times. A few times.
I've never heard her say it though, to be fair.
So,
okay, well,
you heard it. No one's going to call you a liar. I know that it's never come out of my mouth. So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. I'm just saying. I just find it hypocritical.
So what you've done is you've come up, and because I
Someone is at the front door.
Maybe the apology didn't sound authentic. What you've done now is you've basically gone back to when I got pissed at Christmas.
So you remember it was Christmas, but you don't remember what you said.
The screen recordings are out there.
All I'm saying is I didn't need you to come up to say anything, because at the end of the day, I'm laying hands there and apologising.
So are you trying to police me whether I should
I don't mind you having an opinion, but it's like,
all right, but
I'd like
aren't we
you to
doing
be
what
somebody
you did?
who's willing to hold their hands up when they're wrong.
Aren't we doing what you did with Sky Slayer?
You're not willing to put your hands up when you're wrong, so you ain't got no right to come up and police me. Anyway, Julia,
you held a line on her. And basically then you said that it wasn't a bullying live and she had the opportunity to come in the box. And now what you're saying is I shouldn't get in a box and have an opinion.
No, what I'm saying is it was an awareness live for people highlighting her wrongdoings on the app. She didn't want to rise up, which I think intensified it and made more people come up. I'm not apologising for the people who she hurt, because she did say and do some things that was in the wrong. That's on her. She would know that. But what I'm saying is that on reflection of everything that I've done on this, facilitating awareness lives, really and truthfully, what is it doing for people bar triggering other people's mental health? At the time, I didn't see it like that. Looking from the outside, now I see it like that. That's why I've changed my whole niche. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's good. Actually, I never heard you say that earlier. That's actually good, because I listened to some of your awareness lives and they were absolute shit.
Oh, well, that's great. But you're still in there doing the most. Like, I don't mind. You can say it. Like, I don't mind. You can say it.
In your lives that want an opinion, my opinion is that your FYP is biased and it's unfair. You know, like the no, not you, with Slayer. No.
Is this past ones or is this recent?
Recently. So I've got I went back in 2 accounts. So if all I'm going to say from like a listener's point of view is, if somebody comes into your life and they're not being nasty towards you, but they're also commenting on what you're showing, that should be allowed. Not for your mouth to just block everybody. But 2 accounts I've had blocked in yours, and that's why I will not come back to yours. Now I don't know if everybody else is the same. However, I'm just saying, your mods will not let nobody speak, and I think it's something that, like in here, people will say good things, bad things. Perry will say nothing. She won't say anything about it because people are having their own opinions, unless it's going too far. Do you know what I mean? But I just think it's really, really wrong. If you're going to do that FYP and you don't want no brunch, don't do FYP. That's my opinion.
That's what you're more than welcome to argue anything. Any time that I tell moderators to block is if people are being vile. That's the only time.
Slayer, this is this is kind of the same thing as last year. Like, really and truthfully, because you don't make yourself available for people to kind of challenge your opinion. Remember, you're having an opinion on things that are happening on the app. So if you're talking on it, people should be able to speak or challenge or maybe bring up a different point of view that you may have missed.
Sorry.
Yeah, but the moment that you then stop allowing people from having a voice is the reason when you're going to have hundreds to 200 to 300 people who don't like
Cheers,
it.
everyone.
I don't stop people having a voice, though. People come in my comments all the time and have disagreements with me. It's when people are being vile. That's the only time they get blocked now. In the comments,
I was responding to 2 clips. Yeah, 2 clips that you were showing.
Chin
so
chin.
If your mods are not liking, say, all right, put it another way. Say if you get up on a bad day, yeah, and you're modding for somebody, what you read can be perceived as something else. Do you get what I'm saying? So realistically, you know, I'm not saying them right, I'm not saying them wrong, but I think personally, in your room, it is biased. We're not allowed to say anything we like, and that's why a lot of people will not come into your room.
No, you see, this is the thing. There's a lot of people who are in this chat now that will disagree with you. There's a lot of people.
See, I always have my opinion on things. Everybody knows I do. Fucking very loud opinion. But then I will let people come up into the box and if they disagree with us, tell us why they do disagree. But if I didn't want people up in the box, that would be my choice too. Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly, Pearl. Everybody's not going to agree with everybody.
I'm a little bit bored.
But what I'm saying is if it's their page and they go live, they're entitled to the opinions. And if
Get the hammers in, guys, please. We're number 8.
Excuse me. Then it's probably not the one for you. Exactly. That's what I figured out in the end. Yes,
let's see if we can get to number 3 on the popular.
Like in here, my mods will tell you, listen, the only way...
Why are you spying on your friend's life? I'm not spying, love. I'm tattooing. This ain't spying.
If there's any racist comments or if there's anybody talking on kids, ban from that. They don't really block anybody. And everybody is allowed the opinion. They're allowed to come in the box. But that's the way I run my platform.
Does that feel like it?
I know, but everybody's different. Yeah. And when I'll be building up mine, and like I said, it's a free world. We're allowed to have opinions. No 2 people are the same.
Why are these people so boring?
I come up and saying that just to give you a heads up, and maybe it might help you progress. I don't know, but that's my opinion anyway.
I spy with my little eye. Something beginning with B.
It wasn't worth for me to go. But thanks for letting me up.
Hey,
you're welcome, Babs. You're welcome. All right, take care, love. Have a great day.
Pearl, can I just say though, this is the kind of thing that I feel like it's unfair. I feel like, you know, the more followers or the more clout you have on this app, people deem that you're more important. But like we see time and time,
we all the same.
I'll just take my shoes off.
But I get that from you because you allow anybody up and you allow people to have you say. So dismissing you, but there's other creators who actually forget what it was like to just be a normal viewer. And then when they start getting all of the attention and the clout, they start looking down on others and think that they're bigger and better than others. Regardless if you didn't like my segments, you was always in there. And at the end of the day, I always gave people an opportunity to come up and express how they felt. Whether you had 10 followers, one of my mods who I'm still tight with now, how I met her is she had 10 followers, and she came up and she came up and spoke,
this
and I was like, wow,
so
you were amazing the way how you deliver your message. Can you be a part of my mod team? I didn't care if she had 10k, if she gifted me, if she put me on the populars. I cared that she
Can you get your populars in, Bobbies, in your
opinion?
Yeah, get your harmies in, please, guys. Thank you.
You had your opinion, but I just look and I just think,
Let's do a poll.
If anybody would like to come up and have the opinion on what the opinions is in the box, please come up and have the opinion.
He's not an angel.
Even to me, if you think I'm a Ken, you can come up and tell us.
I'm going to have a lay-in, you know. Here's James. Hey, guys.
Hi, Angie. What are you doing?
What? Accept request?
Yeah, I want to do a 4-way. Let's do a 4-way.
He wants to do a
What do you want? I'm practicing for the best series of Scram with Dan.
Hi, Zach. What are you making?
I'm gonna leave.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
I'm gonna leave.
It's gonna be boring on it. No one will
Yeah, well, you stink.
No one's gonna be watching. They're gonna be watching CLA, not you.
Well, that went well.
Who else is on? There's no one else. Should we battle then? Hey, James.
Hang on.
Hello, James. Hi, Brett.
Oh, I'm not battling him.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm not battling him. I'm muting him, but I'm not leaving either because I was here first. But if you all always want to leave, you can leave.
Let's do 2v2.
Not battling him.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Are they nice, Jem?
They'll have to drop down. I'm not dropping. I was here first, but they can all drop. We'll just sit here all day. Actually, I don't really want to give him the clout either, so I'm going to come out.
About what was said to Torian. Do you remember that, Scouts?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I do just come back into my mind. I thought, oh yeah, I remember one of them. But then there was the situation with all of your mods as well. But like you say, you live and you learn, and if you are, taking people's opinions on board, like it will only benefit yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Can I just say, those moderators were the ones who contacted social services on me, so I really.
I don't condone any of that. I don't condone asking social services, jobs, getting this and that.
Oh, everyone, listen, piss off. I'm going to phone them in a minute because you're pissing me off.
It's the generation that we're going into. It's sickening.
Thank you, thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Saying Scouser's room is totally different to how it used to be before. So
I'm calling them just for the fact you all piss so goddamn boring. Well, apart from Pearl, obviously, but the people in the boxes, and you keep going on about children all the time. Now I feel a little bit concerned, so I'm going to fucking phone social services on every single one of you. Guys, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
A year and a half.
It's been about a year and a half.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. We're number 8. Let's get further up the board, guys. Can we get to number 3? Can we get to number 3 on the board? Let's see if we can get to number 3. We're 137k. Big ask, I suppose. It's a big ask.
Things have changed.
Guys, can we get have I got my hand things in? 46, guys. I want 300 of these crowns.
And you looked very healthy.
300.
Commented on it,
and then I stay on longer. This is how it's going to be now. 300 I stay longer. Otherwise, I will come off earlier. So we're going to put an extra, so 300, that's 300 minutes. That's 3 hours, right? So how are we going to do it? Yeah, so if I get, say, 100, then I come off 2 hours earlier. If I get the whole 300, then I stay on.
Give me the push.
Famous, darlings, famous.
Sort myself out.
Thank you, Karen. I should really put that to 421. I'm a bit greedy. One sec. Let me change it. Let me change the goal. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to put 100.
Have you going in to say Angie or Scouse? Anything to say to each other?
Right.
How long ago was it when you and Keziah and Biggs got into that thing and he came to your house?
How do I do it?
And fight outside.
Right. This is going to be 100 instead.
Tell us about it. I remember, but I forgot what that was about there.
All right.
I'm not really going to speak on people who like
100. That's it. We need 50. That's it.
You like think it's funny. Cockapoo.
No, I'm not. Sorry, I just took a
people start posting young kids and the family members.
Oh
and
my
that,
God,
you'll be
kids
like,
again.
oh my God, these people shouldn't do that. So I ain't even going to say nothing in it. If you've seen that as entertainment, then
thank you.
What was that all the kids, Angie?
It was anything to do with kids.
Was
exactly, Cockapoo. You don't know nothing.
Kids again.
I know nothing.
Angie.
Just shut your mouth.
Sorry, I thought it was just a scrap there. I wasn't laughing. I don't know what happened. I thought it was just a scrap.
Let's pour. Just thank you, Mike. Is that a fly? What's that, Mike? I'm not drinking it. It's
And I
not
knew that
fly, but
Cockapoo was going to do something like that.
anything in my drink, I've got to get another cup.
I just can't stand people like you, Cockapoo. You see, in my walk of life, like, honestly, I'd love to sit down with you one-to-one and have a debate because I know you wouldn't have the same energy.
Oh, are you threatening me?
A debate. Did I say a fight? I said a debate. I don't care. Let's have a debate, one-to-one, face-to-face. You say those kind of things. You wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't.
Isn't that what got you into trouble last time? Wanting to see people face to face.
All right, yeah.
Just saying.
Okay, just saying, Cockapoo.
Julie, you can get up in the box. Sorry, I didn't even.
Let's go. We've got 1.2k. Let's go.
All right, let's have this conversation with Julia.
Hi, Julia. You're mute.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, this is not a conversation that I really wanted to have again. But considering I've seen you come up on the whole box, yeah, now you know who I am, yeah? Yeah, now you remember what you did.
There's no way I'm having a conversation with you because you're
yeah, because you know what you did, don't you?
All you gotta do is cry and play victim.
1 minute, Angie, I'll have a say.
Leave me alone. That Pearl, I am actually gonna drop because this woman is so
No, I want to know. Come on, don't run, NJ. Come on. Hashtag it out, for fuck's sake.
I'll stick around.
Right. Let her say what she's got to say, though, but don't run off. Come on, we have to say
Why are you coming under Julia? Why don't you come with Life on the Edge?
Because that's my name. My name is Julia, NJ.
Okay, nice to meet you again. Life
Oh,
on the
I
Edge.
can't stand this Life on the Edge. I'm going to get in the box and say something. She's a fucking stalker, this one. I didn't want to get in the box, but I can't stand this woman.
Right, so I used to be Angie's mod.
Yeah, you're a stalker, love.
I was Angie's mod.
Stalker!
NJ used to, my daughter who's mixed race and was really, really not very nice about the fact that I was a white woman with a mixed race child.
Oh,
I've got all
piss
the
off.
messages, by the way, guys, and I've got all the videos. NJ, let me speak, please. Right? That was the beginning of it. So we had a back and forth because he was calling me
Life on the
racist and
fucking
hateful.
crack.
And
Angie, just let her land the point.
I can't stand it. Can I just quickly say something? Because I don't want to stay in this box with this stalker here. Can I just quickly say, because I don't want to make it about me or anything like this, and I don't want to stay in this box with a stalker.
All right, Angie, go on.
Yeah, so this is a woman. This is a woman that stalked me so much that she went on another platform.
I've spoken about you. I've got nothing bad to say about you.
But you still got a woman that came in. You got a woman.
I haven't come up here to say anything bad about you.
Yeah, but you searched this woman about the dog.
If you listen to me, Angie, if you listen to me, I was actually going to support you at one point here, but I haven't been allowed to finish. Right? That's what I was going to do, Angie, because he had a go at me because he called you a racist. That's why, Angie. Right? That's the whole reason NJ started this with me. The same way. No, I've got NJ, you're a liar.
I'm coming out. I'm not staying in with her in there.
In Pearl's box because she was a racist apparently, but now he's changed his mind, hasn't he? And he's changed and he's coming back. NJ, laugh! I've got all the videos.
She dogs Lynn's, yeah. She dogs Lynn's.
You also tried to call my daughter out, didn't you? You also lied about my mum sending you a message, didn't you? I've got all the videos, NJ. I've got them all. So lie as much as you want. I haven't come up here because I have no issue with Angie. That was history, okay? I don't have an issue with Angie. So don't try and twist that one onto me, NJ. And try and use Angie yet again like you do all the time, NJ. The same way you use Pearl, NJ. And now
He doesn't use me not at all. He's welcome in here any time.
Thank you, Pearl. Can I speak now, Pearl?
Yeah, go on.
Right, you know what's mad about this?
Where's she gone?
Why has she ran? No, tell her to come back.
Oh,
she
come back, Julie. He was willing to tell you
I ain't talking till she gets back up here. I've literally just been quiet for how long? The moment I'm about to say what I say, she's dropped.
Yeah, that was a bit shitty ass.
Get up, nah, please, I beg, rise that woman back up now. Oh,
well, I can't also, but you stayed and made an adult about it, so that was a bit shitty
I
ass.
didn't even want to hear her shit because for fuck's sake, like,
She got this woman on another app found me my account on another app and then contact this woman to say that about I was wanting to hurt a dog or shit. That's what she did. And then Dr. Lynn's messages.
She will come up and bring up old stuff. Right, let me just break this down very quickly. When all the racism stuff was going on, gorilla emojis.
Well, that was funny that time we shared that panic
chat,
attack.
Right? Underneath the chat, Life on the Edge is there, laughing faces. My thing, why does she do this when she don't like me saying this? But I said to her, when we was first talking about the racism, you was a person who was saying you are an ally to the black community because you had mixed race children. That's what she said. So my thing is as an ally who is a mod, if you've seen gorilla emojis, why don't you block the emojis? Why don't you mute the people that are putting gorilla emojis in? That's all it was. And then I said to her is that you always come up here and you used to use your daughter against me, Paige, Torian, how your daughter's better than us, and she's a... I'm not even going to say what she is, because at the end of the day, her daughter doesn't even want to be involved in all this kind of stuff. And
He didn't take some of his meds, but it's once every 24 hours, so hopefully he'll take it later. He's fast asleep.
Be clear, yeah? Threats were made towards her daughter, but it wasn't from me. And her daughter knows that. It was from another fellow woman creator, but yet she will say that I threatened her. But she's really weird. But anyway, I thought all this was hashed out. We had a conversation, and then when I seen her,
why did she drop? She just left.
She take the same thing over and over. I started to realise that
trigger warning.
Me and her are never going to be cool. And then that's it. So when she's in the comments, my daughter, this and that, I'm thinking, well, Julia, come up then if you feel that way, freaking out. And then when she comes up and it's Life on the Edge, I'm like, oh my God, you again. So yeah, she's just a big.
Well, I didn't realise it was till she got in the box. Did she used to sit in with I don't know if you're still in here. Did you used to sit in with a cardboard cutout?
Life on the Edge did, yes, she did.
Yeah, because I'm sure I've heard you say things about me in cardboard cutouts, Life on the Edge.
Of course she has. Of course she has.
Yeah. And that's what I said, I can't be done with 40-faced people going on one platform talking about you, then coming here and want to sit in the boxes when they've been 40-faced as fuck about you somewhere else. Just be a woman and say what you've got to say to that person.
You know what's weird, though? Like, I've had opinions on this app, yeah? And there might have been around controversial things, but I beg somebody come up on this platform now and put when NJ has doxed somebody's address, when NJ has contacted somebody's workplace, when NJ has posted someone's children.
So let me tell you the story. Yes, it's old news. She's correct. We have moved on from it. So let me tell you what happened with just Julia, right? Also known as Life on the Edge. That's what she was. Now, can't remember if she was a mod. I'm not sure now. But anyway, hey-ho. So we fell out over doxing because she had doxed Chippy's address. She was looking for Chippy's address. Right, she was looking for his information and all of that kind of thing. It's funny because Chippy became friends with her. So I assume Chippy doesn't care about people doxing him, right? And I kind of just because I'm against doxing. At the time, I was even more against it. Now I don't give two shits. Anyway, and she was on the phone and she had a fallout with Chippy. And she was on the phone to us and said that she was going to find out his job, where he is, his address and all that kind of thing. And I didn't like that because I'm, I was at the time very much against doxing because I don't like people doxing me. And this is, I probably shouldn't have supported Chippy because obviously because he's never supported me. I probably shouldn't have given a shit, to be honest with you. And Alicia, she doxed Elisa's address and things. Listen, we're going back to the past. The past is the past. We have moved on. However, I'm telling you the situation. And that's how we fell out. See, people, there's always a reason why I fall out with someone. It's not because, please don't feel, it's not because it's always my fault. It's not. And I just thought to myself, if she's doing that to other people, she might be doing that to me. So that's how we fell out, was it? And then obviously she was friends with Zia. And, I was not friends with Zia at the time because she liked to control me because she always thought she was a big gifter. She could control me and talk about and tell me all about my mods being trolls and all this kind of thing. And she then doxed messages from Lynn's, private messages to her from Lynn's. And, then obviously she sent it to Zia, she sent it to CA, she sent it, and the factory got hold of it. And then everyone was doxing Lynn's address, right? Private messages, sorry, not address, private messages, right? So she done that. And then, moving forward, she found a website that was on called Nextdoor. And it was weird. She must have searched my name. I don't know how she found that. And then she came across a woman that I had an argument with 5 years ago now. This is 5 years ago. And she kicked my dog, the woman. And I had a big argument with her. Anyway, this is who she got onto. At the time, I was having beef with Pearl. So she was on Pearl's platform. And they were playing this video. And this woman was talking about it. And I'm thinking, this woman can't move on. Because it had been 4 years at that time, that she decided to bring this woman from another app onto TikTok to tell everybody and to show the video footage of me saying I was going to hurt her dog. Now, I can show you that video if anyone can find it. I can't remember where it is. Has anyone got it? So what happened is, this is a woman I bumped into the park 3 times, right? First of all, you see no crime, because she said, when I say you see no crime, you don't see my dog attacking her dog. There's none of that of it there, because he didn't attack her, and she kicked my dog for no reason. So she was physically violent towards my little Yorkie, who's tiny. And I turned around and said, my dog's going to unalive your dog next time. I was like being sarcastic, because my dog's small, her dog's bigger, and as you can see in the video, her dog was not on a lead. I had my dog in my arms. So she was just some nut. That's what she is, a nut, this woman. And I bumped into the same woman 3 times, and I just thought, if my dog's attacking your dog constantly, why is your dog not on a lead, love? Why is your dog not on a lead? And do you get what I'm saying? If you're so concerned about your dog. She was just some nut, really. And then she said she didn't want to dox where the park was because she's got children and all this shit. And I said, well, fuck that. I'll tell you the park. It was Acton Park. And I said, that's where she lives, in Acton. And if you're coming on here wanting to out this video, which is fine, to out this video, well, don't think you're not going to be doxxed, because I'll be the first one to fucking dox you, right? So anyway, that was that on the video. And you know what? She phoned the police on me because I made a threat towards her. And I did say something which I probably shouldn't have said, but I said it was a reaction to what she'd done to my dog. Yeah, I think other people probably would have done something to her, to be fair, if it was your dog. And I don't know why people keep running with it. I kicked a dog. I never kicked a dog. And in that video, can someone send me that video and I will show you? She kicked my dog. I basically said, I said I was going to take her head off or something like that. That's what I said, but it was all verbal. And that was it. But they tried to twist it as usual. But anyway, that Julia, which is Life on the Edge, went on to this app. Don't know how she found it, but she found this woman and she brought it to TikTok. It was the biggest flop ever. It was embarrassing, because everyone was thinking it was like yesterday, and it was 4 years old, the video. And people were thinking, wait a minute, you held on to this video for 4 years. You didn't just hold on to this video for 4 years. You're still triggered about it 4 years on. 4 years on, you're still talking about what happened, and that was embarrassing. And people were laughing at her. So it was a big flop. It was embarrassing. But if anyone's got that video, I'll play it. But anyway, Life on the Edge. I found this woman on another app, so she must have been searching me, like, she was searching Pippi for his address and Alicia. And she put Pippi's address and Alicia's address in a WhatsApp message to us. However, I do agree with her. We have moved on, and I know she was going to defend me, and I appreciate that. And that's fine, but I'm just letting you know the history as to what happened, as to, that's it basically. But however, I have moved on. She's moved on. So I'm just giving you the history of it. People always keep thinking it's me. I keep losing friends, but it's not me. There's a reason for everybody that I get rid of on my, whether they're mod or not mod. There's a reason for everybody. Sometimes I might just block people because I just think, they're just wanting a platform. But I have every right to do that. It's my platform. So when people run with that I get rid of. I don't know how to keep friends, and I get rid of my loyal people, the people that are loyal. But if these people are loyal to me, they wouldn't be slagging me off behind my back. They wouldn't be doing those kind of things behind my back. These people were never loyal. I've got a very good judge of character where I can actually spot people. I can actually spot who's who's using me, who's loyal and who's not. And I'm just getting rid of the people that I feel are not loyal. And this is what people are forgetting. These people aren't loyal to me, because if they were, they wouldn't be slating me because we fell out. Because at the end of the day, there could have been a possibility with some people, not giving names, but with some people, there would have been a possibility that we made up and become friends again, like me and Zayana. Look what happened to me and Zayana. We're friends again now. Do you get what I'm saying? But that will never happen now because you've shown people are showing their true colours on here. And that's not loyalty, you know. And I never, you know, came on here to slag people off. They said it, they done it first. So people have shown their true colours to me. So it's just proof in the pudding that says to me I've done the right thing with blocking people on this app. The right thing. Me and Lynn's have fallen out in eternity, probably have disagreements. They've never fired up alive, never done those kind of things, searched me. They've never done any of that old docs shit, you know what I mean? That's loyalty. And that's what people need to realise. You have to see it for yourself. Yeah. But I think I'm a good judge of character, but not always. Not always a judge, because if I was, they probably would have been blocked a long time ago, right? So I don't see what everyone else always sees because I'm always live. Unfortunately, it pays well to hate you, Angie. It does, but then that's why I'm not going to give people a reaction. Because you can, how many more days are you going to talk on me? How many more, until people get bored of listening to you talking on me? And if people love to hear someone talking on me, that goes to show how obsessed you are with me. Because if I don't like someone, I don't think I'd want to be in there listening to someone slate them, because I don't want to even hear their bloody anything about them, because it would just make me mad. Do you know what I mean? But people are obsessed on this app. But anyway, that was a background with me and life on the edge. But yeah, she did dox Lindsay's messages and things. But however, yes, it was in the past. And I'm not going to go in on that. I'm just letting you know the background of that. With what NJ's talking about with this racism, I'm not really sure about that. I can't remember what NJ said. Starve of more oxygen, exactly. So you're going to look like a bully. You're going to look like the obsessed one. Because there's only so much people want to... People are going to get bored listening to me. People talk about me, thank you. Yes, I'm not giving people back and forths. But like I said, people go around it the wrong way. They really do, because I've made it very clear that, you know, if people actually had content, I'm happy to get in people's boxes. That's why I tell people, my community to go live, because I love just chilling in the box. That's why I sometimes jump into Pearl and just put myself on mute. But people slate me and they get my haters in there. Yeah, fair enough, you do. But however, if you're going about it the wrong way. And if for me and Zayana, you know, I think people may say how me and Zayana friends, but like I said, and I said things, and I did start that one, and I put my hands up to it, and then she said things, and I think what I said and to her, what you probably don't remember what I said, and I don't really want to talk on it, but I think what I said to what she said is probably on the same par. To be fair, I mean, she did go to my haters. She did, but don't forget, I've got my platform. She doesn't have that platform where she goes live. Do you get what I'm saying? I probably, to be fair, would have done the same thing when it comes to Zayana. Not other people with Zayana, yeah. So, yeah. Pearl's got a lot of faces. Why, Callie? What's happened? She went no by bringing your mother into it. She did bring my mother into it, absolutely she did. But however, you know, I did speak on her well, I don't want to talk on it really, but I did talk on something personal to her. So that's how I see it. I really do see it that way. And believe me, you know what I'm like, guys. I would not be friends with someone if I thought I was in the right. You did, yeah. So I can hold my hands up to the things that I have said, and I do feel that me and Zayan did it was tit for tat with her. Thank you. But I don't want to talk about what I said because it wasn't very nice what I said. So I understand why she said what she said. But anyway, we moved on from it. But that's why me and Zana are okay now, because it's completely different.
Thank you very much.
Completely different.
They don't, Buffy, that's why I don't stick around here.
Who are you talking to?
The ones that just do people in here pay your bills.
See, the difference is with Zayana, she did it to get back at me because, you know, obviously she was hurt. That was the difference, and I could see that. other people do it to be spiteful, not just be spiteful, but to monetize and all that kind of shit. It was listen, it was completely different. That's all I've got to say.
Sometimes you just gotta just bust joke with certain things. It was a year ago.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
I'd love to say that, Hazel, but at the end of the day, it hasn't.
Do you think Pearl is loyal to you because she's not?
Me till this day, so
Why do you think Pearl isn't loyal? And like I said, I have no issue with Pearl. You know, I like sitting into a box. That's where I sit into. And like I said, people do play TikTok wrong. They do. Where they sit there slating me, he's probably going about it the wrong way, because eventually, you know, there's only so much you can do. But like I said, I'll always, you know, help jump into a box of people that says positive things about me. Why would I jump into someone that slags me off all the time? So I do think people play the game wrong. She is now, you've met 100%. I think you and Pearl have a great relationship. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we probably will have disagreements in the future, but I think what we need to do, and we got to do this, is to speak on the phone, and also I think there's a lot of mixy people, and sometimes when I had that rant, it maybe came across like I was having a go at Pearl, like maybe I was being bitchy, but I really wasn't. But when I look back at it, maybe it did come across that way, but that wasn't my intention, because Pearl had nothing to do with it. It was just other people that I was talking about, but I didn't want to mention names. I had Pearl haters. Yeah, you can have Pearl haters, my haters. Are great to hear though. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, at the moment, she's the only box I go into, because I do feel like it's a safe room for me. You know, because it does get draining when you keep going, and if you go into boxes that people have got so much hate on you. I'm not going to do it. Why would I give it's like you're giving them clout to hate on you. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I go into do some Nikki's as well, when she goes live, but she doesn't really go live because I'm always live. She's always in here. But maybe when I come off, she'll go live. I mean, she can go live when she wants, don't get me wrong, but maybe when I come off, she'll go live. I can jump in a box.
Started all of us on the same page.
Too bloody nosy, yeah.
Different factions, that's fine. But a lot of the things I was getting targeted for was for having like an understanding from both sides when it comes to racism, and not just thinking, right, why are we going to take off Pearl's head or anybody else?
I heard, guys, that guy talking about racism. I heard that guy, what was his name? The unalive of that Henry has been attacked in jail. That's hearsay, guys. I'm just saying what I've seen on TikTok. Does anyone know if that's true? Does anyone know if that's true or not? It is true. I'm going to look at the news. One sec.
If I can see, if someone's been racist...
What's my charger?
And I see racism in a completely different way because my father's
Can we get the Harmison, please?
So, for me, if you've done...
Oh, shit.
You don't continue with it, then that's good in my eyes. And I've always said that.
Is it true?
If you continue
Let
with
me have a
behavior,
look.
then you're no good in my eyes, because that just means you're a blatant racist.
Yeah.
You can make mistakes along the way because you're not educated or you don't understand culture, or you can say certain things that are incorrect or whatnot. That doesn't mean you have to jump down somebody's throat. You can just educate that person and then see their journey from that education.
Yeah.
But I'm a different caliber. I see everybody's point of view. I listen to three sides of the story, and there's the truth. I don't just judge of what one person is saying. I go off my own intuition on that.
Yeah.
It's not in the news, guys. It's not in the news.
People have got me misconstrued on this app, because when I first came on, I took the TikTok juice like everybody else, love. And now I just do me. I stay in my lane and I go where I want, when I want, and I just have an opinion when necessary. But 9 times out of 10, I really don't.
Yes, we love our Hazel around these ways.
So I just do me.
Something on the news.
Big thing is just
Hazel. I just wanted to make a bit of a light-hearted change of subject, really. I wanted to give you my bit of a story of when I actually went to a medium once.
Oh no, please don't,
Keely. I
Keely.
lost 7 stone, so I was quite a bigger girl.
There's nothing on the news here. Nothing on the news.
I spent an hour for him to sit there and tell me I was.
The thing is, I don't think he will be attacked because in jail, I don't know if it's a bit like America, but you kind of sit with the people that you sit with your people without sounding racist here. You sit with your people kind of thing. I don't know if that's because I know America's a bit like that. I don't know if that's like in the UK. When I say your people, I mean like people that would keep you safe, that would protect you. Like probably the Sikh community that's in jail. You know, maybe other Sikh people. I don't know. Maybe I've been watching too many goddamn movies. I don't know. US and UK definitely different. Oh, because I know USA, they usually, you know, you really go with the people that would support you. Usually, your community. I don't want to sound racist, guys, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're Sikh, you'll probably come across other Sikh people in there. You know, that kind of thing. Being what if he'll be isolated? Oh, right. Yeah, but then Ian Huntley wasn't protected. There's only so much they can protect you, though, really, isn't there? I mean, he's not going to be isolated forever, is he? Specialist in knife and gun deaths has said he would have been alive if he hadn't been handcuffed. I don't agree with that, Annette Lloyd, because you got to go by the pathologist. The pathologist has said it was an important artery that was done. So which meant she said or he that he wouldn't have survived it anyway. He wouldn't have survived. How is a gun and the thing is a knife and gun expert? How do they know? Because a pathologist, they're an expert on the organs and they open the person up to see where it's gone. The gun, how do they know? That doesn't make sense at all. Is it less than 1% of Sikhs in prison? But that doesn't make sense. How a gun and knife expert would know that they would be alive, because it would surely depend where, whether it hit an artery or the heart or the brain to know whether you'd be alive. So I think that's bullshit. Look away. He would get. Sometimes the officers do look away. No, but the pathologists are saying it hit an artery, it hit an important vein, which meant he would have bled out. There was no saving him. That's what the pathologist said. But however, I think for me, it's the fact that he died with no dignity. No, comfort. Yeah, he would have bled internally. I know I'm just going by what the pathologist said, but that's not the point with it. I don't feel it's the point whether he would live or not. The point is he died with no dignity, no respect, and no one holding his hand. And he died terrified with the unaliver standing over him. I don't believe he could have been saved. I really don't, because that's just a feeling I get. Because if his lungs was filling up with blood, he was bleeding internally. And I don't think they would have stopped it.
And people were trying to they're still trying to bring me down.
Died not being believed, yeah.
So NJ basically threatened us and said that if I don't stop speaking out against his mistreatment to me, then he's going to expose me as the biggest liar on the app, and he's going to expose my husband as a pedophile.
And gave the person's account, said they were 17. We went and spoke to the person, and they said they don't know who I am. And
this is what I'm saying. There was a whole hour between probably an hour. If they had phoned the family, phoned the ambulance, and not the police. I mean, phone the police would have been called anyway, but the first contact would have been the ambulance to save the boy's life. But that was an hour. At least he would have felt safe. I think for the parents, that haunting, brother, I can't breathe, I've been STAB'd, and then that image of being handcuffed, hands behind his backs when he was probably could have restricted his breathing even more. He could have maybe lasted another 10 minutes. And you know, my dad used to say to me, life is so precious. Even that minute is so precious. Even if you are suffering. I know that sounds kind of odd, but you know, he might have survived another 10, 15, 20 minutes where they could have actually discovered he'd been SDAB'd and actually had given him that comfort, made him feel, you know, comfortable a little bit. Do you know what I mean? If he hadn't been dragged and put on his front, maybe putting on his front and he bled out faster. Because if you put out your lungs are now facing the ground, so maybe he bled quicker because of we all know never move an injured person ever. So him moving him could have had a result on how quickly he died. Because he died, you know what I found was odd? He survived an hour. I don't know how long it was, 50 an hour, whatever it was, before the police turned up. He was still alive for that long. But as soon as he got dragged, put on his front and handcuffed, he died. So to me, I wonder if it's the fact that he moved him, dragged him, moved him, where he bled out quicker because of the position the police was putting him in. Because I find that fucking strange that he died as soon as the police dragged him, put him on his front and handcuffed him when he survived a whole hour before the police turned up. So that's the thing. So if he died quicker, and you know, as my dad used to say, life is precious, that extra 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And if he had that extra 10 minutes, extra 20 minutes, police might have realised he had been SDAB'd and he may have died with fucking dignity. Don't know.
Make comments regarding
that police officer should be locked up in jail.
Deserve a certain treatment, NJ host. A lot of people saw you say that, my dad. A lot of people say.
So what I'm saying, he might have been culpable for how quickly he died. He might listen. He was going to die anyway, but he died pretty fast when the police turned up. So he's, in my eyes, maybe possibly accountable for him dying so quickly.
My wife, bro.
Does that make sense?
No, that's not the same. Who cares? 2 minutes. Can I drop you down so you can come up and stay in the comments and listen? No, what I have to do with this week.
Guys, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he should have suffered, but do you get what I'm saying? He could have had another hour, half an hour if he hadn't moved him. That's what I'm saying. And there may be something, I don't know, maybe something could have been done, the comfort, the support. Maybe his dad could have been there. You know, things could have been different.
I don't want to be in the box with them, Pearl, because the last time I was in the box with them, they got all of their friends. They tried to get under my skin, yeah? Got all the friends to screen record it, and then they tried to build these cases. Like I'm saying, Pearl, I actually work. I actually have a job. I don't have time to be sitting behind, like just trying to come up with all these plans to rub somebody out.
I haven't been taking any notice what you've been telling me. But listen again, and I'm going to be fair on both
guys.
sides.
For anyone saying he would have survived if the paramedics turned up, he wouldn't have survived. Okay, based on the pathology said, I think the chest, the chest was SDAB'd, but however, an important vein was done, which meant he was internally bleeding and he wouldn't have been saved. He wouldn't have. But that's just based on what the pathologist said. I don't think he would have been saved because he was his lungs were lungs were filling up with blood. So if your lungs are filling up with blood, I cannot breathe. So you're bleeding internally, and yeah. So, I don't think he would have been saved, no. But yeah.
Rang him, going nuts. We're having this back and forth, right? And then at the end of the day, at that time, I did say, look, leave the women out of it, leave the children out of it.
There's no evidence saying he could have.
Has an issue with me and you would deal with it like a man, no cameras.
Right, I don't want to hear about the knife and gun experts because they're not a pathologist. I want to hear what a pathologist says, because a pathologist is the person that opens the person up to see what's actually been damaged, what damage did that weapons cause? What was a gun and a knife expert telling you? Because that's what someone said, that the guy would have been saved. This is coming from a gun and knife expert. How can you say that? Would you have said the same thing if it was to the brain? It doesn't make sense. How do you know what part of the body was damaged? How do the gun and knife crime experts know what body the part was damaged? So how can they sit there saying he would have survived? It's bullshit. The only person that I would listen to is a pathologist.
For a piss.
Yeah, you have the message of me saying go to let's meet up on a train station, but even when you came down to my area, and that was 10 days after.
Another pathologist.
And you come to my mum's address.
Really? So they're saying that vein wasn't punctured?
All over me.
But no, it doesn't make sense. He could not breathe. His lungs were filled with blood. He wouldn't have been saved.
Sorry, Angie.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let me have a look. Hello, Delusive Dan. So if you've been STAB'd and your lungs are filling up with blood, so you're bleeding internally, is it possible to save someone's life?
Yeah, that's a really tough situation. In those cases, it depends a lot on how quickly the person gets medical attention. If they get to a hospital fast, sometimes doctors can intervene with things like surgery to stop the bleeding, transfusions, or other critical care. But it's definitely a race against time.
The Henry Novick case, has the second pathologist come out to say that he could have been saved? Because the first pathology said he had hit an artery or some important vein and that he couldn't have been saved?
Yeah, that kind of discrepancy can happen sometimes. Different pathologists might interpret the injuries differently. Like, one might see a critical vessel involvement and another might think some other intervention could have helped. It's really complex, and unfortunately, it can leave a lot of lingering uncertainty about kind of what could have been done differently.
So with the Henry Novick case, who would you hold entirely responsible? Because obviously it's the unalive that did it, but would you also hold the police officer responsible if he could be saved on the Henry Novick case, right? Okay, now the police handcuffed him and moved him. What I find weird is he had an hour before, and he was fine for about 50 minutes to an hour. He was fine. Well, not fine, but he was alive. As soon as the police moved him, put him on his front and put handcuffs on him, he died. That's, I find odd, and I'm wondering if the reason why the moving of Henry resulted in his death because he put him in different positions, and I wonder if he bled out due to him putting him in different positions. Is that possible? That he could have survived if the police officer didn't do what he did to him? Am I making sense?
Yeah, that's really concerning, and it does raise a big question about how that position change might have affected him. I mean, when the body is moved, especially after a major injury, it can disrupt clotting or increase internal pressure. If that was the turning point, I think you'd absolutely consider the officer's actions part of the chain of events. Ultimately, it's a combination of the initial injury and how the aftermath was handled. And yeah, that could be a factor.
If someone has been
definitely something that would need a detailed investigation.
If someone has been SGAB'd and you move them, and they're sitting up or they're laying on the ground, and then now have been dragged by a police officer and put on his front, right? His lungs were filling up with blood. So could that be a result with a police officer turning him on his front, that he bled out even more?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. When someone is bleeding internally, especially from a large vessel or organ injury, moving them can change the pressure or cause further bleeding. So if he was stable or at least holding on for that time, that shift in position might have accelerated the bleeding. It's a tragic thing, and it really highlights how crucial it is to keep a person still and stable in those moments.
Because what doesn't make sense to me is that he was alive for one whole hour, I think about an hour, wasn't it, before the police arrived. As soon as the police turned him on his side and put handcuffs on him and dragged him out, he died within 5 minutes. Yet he was alive for a whole hour before. Yeah, so that police officer putting him on the front and dragging him and moving him could have resulted in his death.
Yeah, that's a real possibility. I mean, if he had some kind of internal bleeding or pressure on a critical artery, that sudden shift in position could have been the tipping point. I think a lot will depend on the full autopsy and detailed investigation, but it definitely raises a serious concern about whether that.
And my next question is, right, there's no doubt in my mind now, the unaliver, the person that STA beat him, right, was culpable, was accountable, right? He did it. But however, he did not unalive him, right? Now, this is where it gets a bit complicated because he didn't unalive him. He STA beat him. Now, however, did he unalive him? Did he die from his injuries, or did he die from the police moving him when he told them he had been STA beat? So, did his death result into as to what the police officer did, or did he die resulting into what the unaliver did? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that totally makes sense. It's really a question of causation, right? Legally and medically, they can be distinct. The initial stabbing set off a chain of events, but if the police action directly accelerated the fatal outcome, that complicates things.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Did the police officer give the final blow to his death? Was that the final blow? Because when you think about it, was it Digwa? He never actually unalived him. He STA beat him. But did he STA beat him enough for him to die of his injuries? Obviously, he's accountable. We can understand that he's very much accountable, right? However, did he murder him? Or was it the police that moved him that finally gave the blow? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. I get what you're saying. And it's a tough call. I mean, legally, they'd look at both chains of causation. If the stab wounds were survivable and the police action tipped him over the edge, then yes, the officer could be seen as having caused the death. So yeah, both parties might bear some responsibility, and the final verdict would depend on all the evidence and how the courts weigh that causation.
You understand what I'm trying to say. Now listen, the Sikh boy, STA beat him, right? He didn't unalive him. At that point, he was still alive, right? Okay, so he could not at that point been done for murder because the boy was still alive. The police turned up, he was still alive, right? He dragged him, the police officer. He turned him over his side. The boy said, many times I've been STA beat. I cannot breathe 9 times. Now, my question is, when he died, and there's no doubt in my mind it was to do with the person at STA beat him, right? Because he has died of his injuries. So, yes, he was done for murder, absolutely. But my question is, if the police hadn't dragged him, moved him, and all of that,
exactly.
Would he still have been alive?
Right, exactly. That's the big question. If he was alive and responsive when the police arrived and he kept saying he couldn't breathe, then the officer's actions might have been that final straw. So the boy's death was absolutely a result of the stabbing, but the police actions could also be seen as a significant intervening factor. And so I think that's exactly what you'd need an investigation and a court to untangle. Who in that chain really tipped him over the edge?
So who tipped him over the edge? Who pushed the button? Was it the boy that STA beat him? Or was it the police officer? That's the question. So, could the police officer be done for manslaughter? Would it be classed as manslaughter, Delusive Dan?
Yeah, it definitely could be. If the prosecution shows that the officer's actions were a substantial contributing factor to the death, but not intentional, then yes, it could fall under manslaughter, reckless or negligent actions. So that's really what the courts would have to parse out. What was foreseeable?
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Unaliver did what he did. He should be in jail, absolutely, for murder. For murder, because he died of his injuries. But should the police officer should also be done for manslaughter because he moved him? He didn't believe him, and he has a power of duty, and he didn't do any of that. So should he be also done for manslaughter? That's the question.
Exactly. That's the key point. The officer had a duty of care, and if he ignored those warnings, it could indeed be reckless. So if the prosecution can prove that his actions were a gross deviation from what a reasonable officer would have done, then yes, he could face manslaughter charges. It's a tough road, but it's absolutely possible.
It is a tough one, because he died of his injuries, so that boy belongs where he belongs. He did die of his injuries. But however, really think about it. Now think about this. Really think about it.
Yeah.
Could he, that boy, if that boy was still alive, that boy that's in jail would not have been done for murder, right? He wouldn't be in there for murder if the boy survived. But
Exactly.
who gave him the final blow? Was it the Sikh boy, or was it the fucking police officer? Because if the police officer hadn't moved him, dragged him, and called an ambulance and called the ambulance, would he be still alive? And if he's still alive, this boy would not be in there for murder. Right? Do you get what I'm saying? Who gave him the final goddamn blow?
Yeah, I get you completely. That's the heartbreaking part, because the stabbing set the whole chain in motion, but if the officer just acted differently, called for help, or kept him stable, he might have survived. So that's exactly the moral and legal dilemma.
He could have maybe, if there's another pathologist that said that he could have survived, you know what I mean? The pathologist saying he could have survived, so was it the police officer that fucking moved him and didn't believe him? Should he be done for manslaughter? That's the question.
Yeah, that's exactly it. If a second pathologist says he could have survived with proper care, then that really puts a spotlight on the police officer's actions. So yes.
So who actually unalived him? The SDA, the person that SDA beat him, or the police officer? Hi, Lady Joy.
Hiya, Ange. I just want to throw this out there because I can't get it off my mind. I know everyone's saying the pathologist said he couldn't be saved, but what about this? Have you ever seen the programme where they fly surgeons and things to, like, gravely ill people? And they can, honestly, Ange, they could have had a cardiothoracic team to that boy within 3 minutes. The nearest hospital was 1 mile away. They could have opened his chest up on the side of the road, and they could have drained his lung, and they could have put a lot of pressure on. They could have done so many things for him. But
that family have phoned the ambulance instead of the police officer, I think, because he was alive for maybe 50 an hour. I've been told hearsay, I'm not too sure. So an hour is a long time to still be alive. So that hour he was alive. So he could have been in hospital on that bed having surgery.
So what as a general rule of thumb?
But Lady Di, this is how I see it. This is really important factor here, guys. Yeah. The boy was still alive for 15 minutes to an hour before the police arrived. A whole hour. That's hearsay, but it was probably a bit of time. The boy was still alive. The police turn up. The police drag him. The police sit him up. The police move him. The police handcuffed him. Now he's dead.
Yeah. But you see...
Who unalived him? That's the question.
They usually work by the code of you have what they call a golden hour, unless it's sort of like decapitation or whatever. Sorry about, shouldn't have said that, but yeah. You do usually have a golden hour, and that's what they generally work by. But I'm not sure whether or not this boy would have had that, but he would have stood some kind of a chance had they, done the due diligence and got him some help, Angie. I can't get... You
get what I'm trying to say, though, right?
Yeah.
The boy could have been alive, so that boy wouldn't be in jail for murder. He would be in there for whatever, but he wouldn't be in there for murder. But he died when the 5 minutes the police turned up. 5 minutes. So who actually gave him the final fucking blow?
Exactly.
Was it? Do you know what I mean?
And why has that pathologist come out and said that is the concrete evidence? Because he needs to show what he's basing it on. We need to see the results of what, because another one has come out and said he could have been saved. I don't understand. And then is he just trying to save the police officers from worrying that they've sort of like delivered the final blow? I don't know, but it's too many questions unanswered for me. I just find it.
If he did deliver the final blow, the police officer would be done for manslaughter, and the boy in the jail would have a lesser sentence because he wouldn't be charged with murder. But however, to me, it's just looking for the truth.
Yeah, I honestly, Ange, I don't care who you are. If you've got some medical experience, I think everybody's scratching their head at this point that they've come out and said that.
I feel the police are covering up.
That boy was alive for an hour.
An hour? And then the police turn up, he dies within 5 minutes or whatever time it was, as soon as that police turn up and moved him. And that could have resulted in his death by that police officer moving him. So that's that's what I'm trying to say. So did that police officer, was he accountable for his actual death?
Well, like I was saying the other night, and I don't know, I'm just surmising, but maybe that major artery might have been nicked. You don't know. You don't know if it was a clean cut through. I don't know. But dragging him with an artery like that makes you wonder what happened in those 3 minutes before he died. Because they said
he was in a good position sitting up, or maybe wherever he slumped over. I don't know. I think he was sitting up. The father was holding him up. That was a position he should have been sitting in, probably, because the lungs were, the blood was going down. The blood was going down. The blood was here. You know, if they moved him, the blood's now going up. Do you know what I mean? It's all about the pressure and the direction of it. And that's when he was saying he cannot breathe because of the way they put him on the side. So that blood would have been going up. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. Yeah, it's sort of like filled the.
So in that case, the death came by the police officer. That's my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, it's just yes, I deny in the profession myself. There's lots that could be done. Exactly, it's just a head scratcher, Chris. It really is, isn't it? I find it infuriating, but I'm not a doctor. I just know.
And they sped up the process. Exactly, Marie. They sped up the process. The police officer. So who actually unalived the boy? That's the question.
Wow. I just think it needs looking at. I really do. Right, I'll jump out your box, Ange. Thank you for having me up. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Yeah, it's a good point, mine. Absolutely is. Because that hour, he was alive. He was alive for an hour. Hey, CJ.
Yeah, it's definitely a contributing factor because the moment they moved him is when, obviously, where he was at, that blood
would
wouldn't
even
move.
be just a contributing; it'd be actually manslaughter, and that boy that's in jail probably wouldn't be sitting there.
You used it yesterday.
Wouldn't be sitting there with murder.
You used it yesterday.
Huh? I don't know. They're in the box. I don't think so. Yeah, but the boy wouldn't be sitting in there for, with murder charges. However, I believe he should be sitting in the rest of his life, that boy.
Yeah, but the police should know first aid. That as soon as the boy said, I've been abbed, they should have been straight on it. You know. Phoning up the ambulance. The ambulance.
Yeah, the man should be sitting there. You know what? Actually, I think they're both accountable, to be fair. Because he did SDAB him, yeah. So I think it would be. I think they should be both done for murder.
Did you also see that the police were trying to get out a statement for misinformation while the court case was going on to say that Henry was a bad guy?
That Henry was a bad guy? Who said that?
That came out yesterday in a statement
by who?
In the paper, saying that the police were trying to make out that Henry was a bad guy, trying to cover it up.
Yeah, but that's the papers. How do we know there's any truth in that?
I don't know. I'm just saying it was on the news and that.
Can you take me the FYP page, guys? Let me have a look.
Yeah, it came out last night. They're trying to cover it all up.
They are trying to cover it up. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. That copper should be done for manslaughter. Now, I know that shit. I said what I said about the boy, but that one in jail, he should be obviously there as well for unaliving. So should the police. That should be done for manslaughter.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He resulted in the death, and that's the way I see it. He resulted in the death of that boy because as soon as he got to the scene, he died in 5 minutes, but yet survived an hour before the police turned up. Make it make sense.
Yeah, because the position where he was sitting up could have been making a lot of difference. So the paramedics got there. If they hadn't moved him, they may have been able to do something. We don't know. That's the thing. He could still be alive now. So the police are actually part of the actual manslaughter, if you think about it, in that sense.
Absolutely. Someone sent me the video. Who said they sent me? Sent me something.
It's on the FYP or something.
Yeah, but someone sent me it. I'm just trying to find where it is. Can somebody let me know whereabouts? Who sent me it? Oh, Gemini. One sec then.
But the thing is, I can't cover it up. We have all seen the footage now. We know exactly what happened. So,
Gemini, why don't I see you on here? I don't see it. Can you send it to my main? Did you send it on my main account? Let me try my main one.
Couple of saying they've sent it to you.
Guys, what video? Where are you sending me them? Because I haven't got it. Guys, if you're gonna send it, send them on my main account. This account then, okay?
Someone's saying the trauma doctor has challenged the pathologist. I think there's a lot of people saying that he could have been saved.
Really?
I think with all the corruption and with all they're trying to cover it up, you just don't know, even with the pathologist that's been said, you just don't know what cover up they're trying to do,
I haven't got the videos, guys. People have send it to my Delusive FYP then, guys. Delusive_FYP. Because I really want to see this, what they said about Henry.
There's a statement saying that he was basically the bad guy and the instigator, basically.
Right. Okay.
I don't know it all, but yeah.
I haven't got it. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? No. No one sent me anything, guys. I've tagged you. Gemini, did you tag me Delusive_FYP? Why can't I find these message requests? I haven't got it. Do I need to...
There's also police people phoning as well, saying that they heard someone shouting they've been abbed. So I don't understand why an ambulance wasn't sent or the police weren't there to search if someone had been abbed. It just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I think the timing for me means everything. The fact that he died 5 minutes after they returned. I haven't got it. Let me follow you. I'm not even following you. Okay, Gemini, can you send I followed you, right, on your account on my Delusive FYP. Can you send it again then, please? Maybe I needed to follow you back.
They're saying on your FYP account.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sunday Times in the last hour or so. And
it says here, no case reports show police tried to intervene in the trial and present Henry as the aggressor.
Reeling from it, just when you think that this story cannot get any more shocking, well, here we are. Breaking tonight, police at the centre of the Henry Novak scandal reportedly tried to intervene during his killer's murder trial over fears about what people were saying online. According to the Sunday Times, the Hampshire police wanted to issue a public statement during the trial to combat what they called misinformation surrounding the case. But prosecutors warned the force, that doing so could risk jeopardising the integrity of the trial itself. And tonight, the revelations go even further and I would suggest even darker. The paper claims officers wanted to portray Henry Novak as the aggressor in official statements released after his death, despite having evidence proving this was not the case, before changing course following what I would say is justified outrage from his grieving family. Police doubting he'd ever been stabbed and now claims the force wanted to intervene in the middle of a murder trial while public anger exploded across Britain and America. No wonder trust in Britain's institutions is collapsing. And I must say, what we are learning tonight now draws into even more further question whether or not we will see the type of reform that is needed across the police forces of the United Kingdom, or whether we will get yet more lack of transparency and more pushback in an attempt to cover their own backside. This news broke, ladies and gentlemen, from the Sunday Times in the last hour or so, and I'm still reeling.
Yeah, do we have the actual what the police say, though?
I don't know if that's out yet.
Because that's just a news reporter. That's the media.
Yeah, but normally there's facts in it if it does come out like that. Does anyone know if there's an actual...
Name is the news. Okay, one sec. I don't know, this bloody box keeps coming up. Hello.
Hello. I just thought that, you know, you all say that Henry was
how old are you,
a bully. Hello?
How old are you?
19.
19, okay.
You know how people like to portray Henry as a bully, but his the person that ST TB'd him.
Yeah.
He wasn't a very nice person.
You know, he wasn't a nice person. I just think they're covering up. The police force are covering up, and I think it's you know, shocking.
I just don't know why people are not talking about him and trying to make out like Henry is a bad person.
The thing is, if that's the case, what police are saying, they're actually the ones, right, that are, what does he call it, causing a divide.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got people sitting on here, wasn't Henry Novak a bully? Shame on you. You should hold your heads in shame.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because we've seen the footage now, no one could deny what happened.
Guys, that could be your brother. That could have been your son. That was a child. Okay, yes, he was an adult at 18, but he was a very young adult. Still a kid, isn't it? Could have been your brother, your son. You know, could have been your cousin, could have been anyone. It could be one of your family members. And they're trying to cover up. That's what they're trying to do. It makes me sick.
I think more's going to come out, you know that. I literally don't think this is the end of it. I think there's more to come out. Because I still don't understand. People are phoning.
This could happen to anyone. This could have happened to you guys. This could have happened to your family member just going out after a night out, just going to a pub for a few drinks and bumping into someone like this. And then next minute, the police that you think is on your side, that should be on your side, the law, the actual law, and your son or your brother, who it may be, is sitting there dying, saying, I have been STAB'd numerous times, I cannot breathe 9 times, and then being handcuffed. That could happen to anyone, guys, anyone.
The fact that he said it and they didn't even check, it's just mind-blowing. Literally is.
Yeah.
They could have taken his jacket.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, they could have taken his jacket off and looked. They didn't even bother looking. They didn't even bother. I just don't get it.
It was about what you wanted to do for me. You could go to the shops. You know, you reeled the list off what you wanted.
I just said.
Sorry. For God's sake.
Oh, God.
Go to the shop. Well, you said go to the shop.
Oh, pocket call. Oh.
He's gonna go. For God's sake, Eternity. You tell him, Eternity.
Get to that shop now. Oh,
yeah, this is a horrific case, isn't it, of the police trying to cover this all up and things. And it's, you know, they're causing a divide, aren't they? They really are causing a divide.
At the end of the day, it's negligence, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah. And I believe the police officer should be done for manslaughter. I really do. I honestly, listen, 100%, I have no doubt in my mind that police officer resulted in his death. That's my opinion, obviously. Okay. That's my opinion. But I do feel he resulted in the death of him.
Definitely contributed to it, so.
The way, and you know what angers me the most, CJ, the way he dragged him and pulled him up.
Do you know what? Somebody was on live yesterday and they were actually at the house where it happened and you could see the gravel and you think, being pulled around on that, seriously? You could actually see the gravel on the floor.
The way he dragged him and pulled him up like he was a bit of garbage. He should be ashamed of himself, and I hope he relives it every day.
He's still serving as well, isn't he? I think he's still serving in the police force, isn't he?
That man, the male police officer, is still serving?
I think so. I know that one resigned, but I think that was a woman.
Well, to be fair, the woman was just standing back, and shame on you for standing back as a, you know what, you disgust me as a woman. As a woman, you disgust me, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you disgust me. It's because you stood back and you should have maybe intervened. You probably knew this was wrong, but you stood back like a coward that you are, coward. So she should resign. So she should.
I'm hearing different stories. Some people say
she wasn't as bad as him, though. She wasn't as bad as him. She just took a step back, didn't intervene, because you're a coward as a woman. You're no woman. You know, you're a coward. You let a man take over and say and call him a liar. Shame on you as a mother. You're probably a mother. Shame on you.
I think with the police force, because they're saying that you should see colour and all this, whatever it is, not being colourblind, I think with everything going on, they're only seeing that as a fact.
Let me tell you, you said the woman tried to help the boy. Maybe she did, but she took a step back as well. He turned around and said, I don't think you've been SDAB'd, mate. She didn't call an ambulance. She didn't phone the ambulance and say, it's changed. The scenario's changed. It's now an SDA being. They probably would have been there quicker.
Yeah, she could have said, no, he said it, we need to check him. She could have done that straight away.
Honestly,
no matter what, as a
it
human
makes
being.
me
Not as
so
a, even
mad.
as a human being, saying, look, he doesn't look right, we need to check him.
Yeah.
Just as a human being, you know.
Honestly, it makes me so mad. It really does. That poor boy. That poor boy, very sad, man. Very sad. And you know what? There's nothing anyone can do. He's gone. He's gone.
We just hope it never happens again.
Oh, it's going to happen again. Of course it's going to happen again. Because the police never learn. There was a protest, and I played the video of a man, a white man, not that the colour matters, it doesn't, but he was down on the ground, 3 police officers holding him. They had him restraint, kicking him in the head. The police will never learn because they think they're above the law. They think they are the law. Well, they are the law, but they think they're above it and they can do what they like. Sitting there kicking a man while he's down is disgusting.
Yeah, I saw that.
Police, honestly. And this is our argument, guys. This is why we should be protesting. We shouldn't be there should be no divide and there shouldn't be no racism, no divide, none of that. We should be all standing together about police brutality as well as police neglect, criminal neglect, all of it. Stand together. And that's what the protests should be against, the police force and the government.
But it won't, because it topples from the top. It goes from the top and trickles down into every thing out there. Do you know what I mean? From schools to police to whatever, it all trickles down. So they've got an agenda. That's how it's going to trickle down.
You know what? We're not angry enough, though. We're not angry enough. Where's the protests? Where are they? There was one in Southampton, one. And that's the problem. Let me tell you why the police force, the government support ethnic minorities. Let me tell you why the two-tier policing, right, is because of the outrage. The George Floyd situation, that went worldwide. There was an outrage. That is what you call an outrage. Yeah, and it started by BLM, Black Lives Matter, right? There was a huge outrage. These people, right? And I say I don't want to come across racist, guys, but when I say these people, but BLM, right? They're a minority, and they cause an outrage all over the world, and that's a minority group. There's no outrage for Henry Novak, and there should be. There's no outrage.
I think the government...
That's what they're scared of, that response with what happened to George Floyd. So that's why there's a two-tier policing. Because they're scared. Rightly so, though. Rightly so. I stand by that George Floyd, because people sit there and I see it in the comments, but he was a criminal. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He was unalived by a policeman. That is there to protect the community and also arrest. That's all they're there to do, is to arrest, not to unalive anybody in their custody. So absolutely there should have been an outrage, but there should be the same for this man.
A crime is a crime, no matter what colour you are. You should all be treated the same.
It doesn't matter the race. The thing is, it doesn't matter the race. The police are making it about race. The police are, with the two-tier policing and all of this kind of shit, they're making it about race. They're doing it. And that's why I say we shouldn't have a divide. We shouldn't be causing a divide. We should be standing together against them. And that's why my disappointment is with BLM, Black Lives Matter, because they never got involved with the Henry Novak case. They never protested. We all stood together as one, with the George Floyd. And that was about colour. Well, some people say it is. Some people were saying it wasn't. I don't know. But however, we all stood together as one. But where is BLM with the this case? And I've said it before, if he was a black man, it would be different. BLM would all be coming out. And that's the problem. That's the problem.
Definitely if it's the other way around, there'd be riots by now.
If he was black, BLM would be protesting everywhere. There'd be a big outrage. So I am disappointed with people not getting involved, because we should be, about the police force. And this isn't about racism, but however, it's about the police force. The same with George Floyd, about the police force. And this is in our country, the UK. So yeah, I'm disappointed that people didn't stand together.
I think there's another protest today.
Who was black? I'm talking about Henry wasn't black. I said if Henry was black, there'd be a different outrage, different outcome. And I think that outrage would have been far worse. I just don't see an outrage for this boy.
I don't know. I think because the more information coming out of it, I think, people getting more angry, things could kick off.
And what I'm saying, CJ, this is about the police. Just the same with George Floyd, just the same. The police brutality. The police neglect the criminal, where they think they're above the law and they can do what they want. So, that's all I'm saying is to stand together.
Unfortunately, that won't happen now. I get what you're saying, everyone should be standing together, but because people are so brainwashed and everything else and the institutions and stuff, it's not going to happen.
Sarah Everard, Sarah Everard, there was protest for that. The outrage, in my opinion, still wasn't enough. Still wasn't enough. I just feel, and I don't want to cause a divide, because I think everyone should not be causing a divide, but I just feel if Sarah Everard was a black woman or Henry Novak was a black man, there'd be a different outrage. And this is the problem. And I just feel there's not, there's just not the outrage. But you want everyone to stand together. If it was a black person, then why aren't you standing together? If it's a white person? Do you get what I'm saying, CJ?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But I just think...
I think there needs to be an outrage against the government.
That's the thing. Let's change with the government, what they're saying, and let's change in the police force. It's not going to change. It's going to keep happening. And unless somebody, people do get angry enough to actually stand up, what is the answer? How's it going to change?
Yeah.
I've got an idea. What if we can do some template letters and send them off to the relevant members of parliament? Your local MPs, the Home Secretary. Because we need to change the policies, and that's where it's going to start, isn't it?
Well, it starts with people protesting. It starts with the anger. When people have outrage, they change. Everyone kneeled for George Floyd. Let me tell you why they kneeled. Because of the outrage around the world. What do you think the Prime Minister would have kneeled otherwise? No, he wouldn't have. Do you think the police force would have kneeled? No, probably not. But because of the outrage, because the cameras were on them all, the police force, the government, everyone was watching.
But then the paper trail will make...
You're muffled. I don't know if people can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know about... Is that okay, CJ?
She's muffled to me, and I think some people in the chat, but if you can hear her, then...
Can you hear? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hiya, honey. I'm just thinking of doing some template letters so we can send them off to the relevant people.
No, that's not going to help. I think that what does help is a protest.
We have to start somewhere, don't we?
Yeah.
And there's actually it's kind of a paper trail. Because if we do it via paper, it will be classed as a peaceful protest, but it's sort of...
they'll just go in the bin, yeah. I don't think that will help. It won't help. It's being heard, do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, that's what it is.
But that's the thing, you've got to work out what's the best way of being heard.
The Southampton protest, there was violence. I don't condone any kind of violence myself, but however... Can I say this? It's being heard.
Exactly, but something is better than nothing to try, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's not
Encouraging rights and racism. Yeah, the racism, I don't agree with MF Doom. I don't know, of course, none of us agree with the racism. Unfortunately, racism, it comes out, and racism comes out for the white people too, though, MF Doom. I've gone across protests of people calling Henry Novak a bully. He instigated it, trying to justify his death. Because he's a white boy in my eyes, because he's a white boy. There's racism on both sides.
Yes, people are pushing for equality. It's just funny, it's been turned around completely. And again, that's why the policy needs to change. No more two-tier policing. That allows the...
Sorry, I said Novak. Sorry, Novak. Sorry about that, guys. Henry Novak, yeah. Yeah, and that's what it's about.
So, yeah. I'm going to do some templates anyway, so if you want one, feel free.
Yeah. I just, you know what I feel, right? Can I tell you what I feel? I just feel that people should, everyone should stand together. There should be no divide, man. Why are we arguing among each other? Please stop justifying Henry's death by saying he is a bully, by saying he antagonized it. It doesn't matter if he did antagonize it, which he didn't, but it doesn't matter if he did. He does not deserve to be dead. So people should be standing together, whatever color you are. The Sikh community should be standing together. The Muslim community, just every community against the police, goddamn corruption.
The thing is, pointy things are so rife at the moment, you know, everywhere. There's one happening like every probably hour, the way the world's going.
But guys, please don't justify people's death. Am I sitting there saying about George Floyd? We all stood by George Floyd. I know I mention him a lot, but, you know, he was unalived directly by a police officer. But I never sat there saying, well, he was a criminal, like it was justified. I never sat there saying George Floyd was a criminal. We could all sit there saying, but he was a criminal, when you're sitting there saying, but Henry was a bully. What's the difference? But no one should be unalived. But whether a criminal, bully, whatever they may be, go down the right channels. Don't take the law into your own hands. Yeah, but stop justifying it. I'm sick of the racism that I'm seeing, and from both sides. It's disgusting. Stop the racism, guys. Stop causing the divide. Let's fight the government, the police force, not each other.
That's the thing. How do you get everyone to do that, though? To get together to fight them?
Everyone should be. BLM should be coming out, standing against the police force. What they did to Henry Novak, just like everyone did to George Floyd. Why aren't you coming out? Because he's not a black person. That's how I see it. And it's making me mad. That's how I see it. But yet we all stood by George Floyd. All of us did.
I think that was during COVID times as well, when everyone was indoors. So I think that was a lot to do with it.
I am passionate about things, guys. I do shout, sorry, and my accent's coming out. Because that could have been a family member, could have happened to anybody. That police officer needs to take accountability for what he did. And he needs to go to jail. And they're covering up, protecting him. The law is protecting that police officer.
They're protesting tonight, 7:30 outside Portswood Station.
Is it a big protest, though? Because I saw another one that was pretty tiny. Wolfrose, are you in the box? Wolfrose, are you here? Don't think they're here.
Yeah, it's like someone said, unite against the system, but how do you do that?
People need to protest. We're not angry enough. That's the problem. We're not angry enough. People kneeled down. The Prime Minister kneeled down. The police service kneeled down. Why do you think that was? Because of the outrage. There's no outrage here. And you know why? And you know what they're saying now? that well, this is just hearsay, but they're saying that Novak, Henry Novak, was a bully. He antagonized it and all this kind of shit to cover this shit. That's what they're saying. And let me tell you why they're saying that. Because there's no outrage. They get away with it. They wouldn't get away with it with George Floyd because the outrage was too strong. So people need to stand together. BLM needs to need to come out and actually stand against the police force and not just not think, well, it's a white boy, why should I be involved? Yeah. Oh, the guy's come back in the box.
Hello?
Hello.
Right. Hello. What I'm trying to do
BLM need to get involved and start some goddamn protests. We all stood by George Floyd. We all stand against racism and the police force and police brutality. So where are you?
Hello. Can someone hear me? Yeah, no.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right. What I'm struggling to do is...
It may be corrupt, I don't care, but I think you've got to have that outrage. Where's the protests?
The protest is in the wrong direction. They need someone to guide them while it's right at the moment. Because otherwise it's going to get so far taken out of hand. I've seen it so many times through the years develop the same way. This is... and go in the wrong direction. They need a guidance, someone that knows what they're doing or known by them. That means every one of them, not just one or two. That won't be enough.
Yes, Magic.
It needs a strong guidance, definitely does, Angie. In every direction.
You know how I feel, right? I feel that if that was a black person, right, there'd be this outrage. But I feel like certain communities will not get involved, will not stand by it because of this Henry Novak situation. They're going to think, well, you never stood by Henry Novak. Why are we going to do a protest? Why are we going to have that outrage? You're going to have your outrage. And I just feel the divide. Let's not cause that divide, guys, and let's stand together against police brutality and police neglect and these police bastards that think they're above the fucking law and they can get away with it and be protected. They're being protected.
Well, there is protection if people will listen to hearing what they want to hear and blanking the rest out. And that is the wrong direction to go. What I'm saying is, for them I've just seen questioning in the comments. What I'm saying is, someone is strong-minded enough to keep this on the right track. Every time it starts going off, knock it back on again. Because otherwise, it's just going to go round and round for unnecessary inconvenience to a lot of other people that aren't in the listening situation. If I was a bit younger, I'd do it myself, but I'm not good in health-wise, so that's preventing me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about this. I'd be out there taking action, as in building up to be a leader. How do people
take action, though? How do people take action? If there was one in London, I can guarantee you I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, it's spread far and wide.
Why isn't there one in London? Why isn't there a protest in London?
Because nobody is showing up to do it. They're all mouthing it, but they're hiding behind one another. Like I said, I've had this situation years ago. I'm 73. I know what I'm talking about.